All right. So we have both the professional gentlemen's race as well as the ladies um going on right now. Of course, at different phases of their race. Um a special mention, I must uh, explain. We have 150 policemen and policewomen who will be riding bicycles in the green ride category, setting an example of the sustainable mobility and community engagement. That's the ladies. That's bib number 122 making lovely strides. 126 following. It'll be great to see the finish line of the male category, though. That's what I'm looking forward to, the results for the same. Um, we're talking about drafting. This guy is making a good lead alone himself, I guess. That's the group following. Now, don't know where the leaders are. It'd be great to see them. Um, so we were talking about the policemen who will be riding the green ride category today. Their presence, of course, underscores the collaborative effort between the law enforcement agencies and the community to promote cycling as a safe and viable mode of transportation. In fact, must mention participation from rural girls in and around Noida, Greater Noida, Ghaziabad, and participation from the Army, Air Force, and the Navy as well. So the forces are also going to be on their bikes today, pedaling on the roads of Noida. But of course, that category comes in later. Going on as of now is our professional category, road race category, that's 55 kilometers. Both male and female category are currently going on, and we have some speedsters that we can see on our screen. Um, that's a lovely group. But let's see, because they are not going to remain in the group once the finish line goes off. They are all going to set off like rockets. Uh, we are preparing today to see thousands of cyclists pedaling their way to glory, um, uh, celebrating the spirit of camaraderie and sportsmanship and healthy living that defines the HCL Cyclothon. I'm sure after these cyclothons, there are going to be a lot of other cyclothons coming up. This is looking like 2,500 people on the roads of Noida today, turning it into a riot of colors and speed. The jerseys are amazing. That's blue and green, the HCL color. I love the smiles on their faces. These are the next category, I'm sure, preparing. The preps are going on, their lights are. I can't forget the day you taught me how to put on a headlight and a backlight for visibility, and always buy a bright jersey. And that's, I'm sure, the lubricants you could see on the table. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, the ones who are listening who want to take up cycling as their hobby, as become an amateur cyclist, you must know how to clean your bike, keep your gadgets ready, understand them, understand your bike. You can actually feel the heartbeat. That's the ladies. Wow, they're beautiful, they're colorful, and they are doing a good job. You can see some drafting going on between the ladies as well. That's looking lovely. They also, I'm sure, have their strategy in place. Love the pink and the yellow. It's looking bright, and you can see the gentlemen and the ladies. Of course, they are in different phases, and
And today, as we are speaking about the race, the elite professional category race, it's worth noting that the Cycling Federation of India officials are here on the ground, ensuring that everything runs smoothly for the professionals, from managing the race route to providing support to the professional cyclists. They leave no stone unturned in their pursuit of excellence. And the Cycling Federation of India has been doing an incredible job, not just in managing the logistics of events like this, but also in providing a platform for aspiring cyclists to hone their skills and compete on the international stage. Their dedication to the sport is truly commendable, and it's thanks to their efforts that we are witnessing such high races year after year. And as you can see, uh, the female peloton or the front group going in a V formation, which is basically the headwind. They are trying to see how they can navigate through the winds and at the same time conserve their energy and strategize their race so that we can have a photo finish that we all look forward to. Whereas in the male elite category, we see that there is a breakaway group, and there are riders who are now going on their own, which very well you may see that they may take the podium position by a mile.
Absolutely. Not to forget, cycling is not the only sport that HCL is in. So HCL Cyclothon is part of the HCL Sports Charter. Amitoj, at HCL, the brand purpose is actually human potential, which is absolutely clearly visible on every face that I see on the screen today. You can see the grit, the determination, and the want of finishing first. The cyclothon, it's multiplied, and cycling shows the combined effect of all the participants contributing towards a single goal of sustainable lifestyle and a better environment. And there you see some little chatting going on between the gentlemen, deciding probably on the how to go about and what to do beyond this. With this cyclothon, HCL wants to create a platform for elite professional cyclists to showcase their talent and inspire and motivate the young generation to take up cycling as a fitness sport. You can see on one side we have the ladies moving towards their finishing line, and on the other side we have the cyclists getting ready for the amateur road race, which is going to be for 27 kilometers, starting up soon, so they're getting their cycles ready. Amitoj, help me understand. Would these two gentlemen be the first ones coming? We have the camera following them, and that's a brave one. That's a brave one in the yellow T-shirt. She is leading, and she has the whole group following her, drafting behind her.
Yeah, Roma. So, number 62, they were like, he was like leading by a mile. And now we see a change in position, which is a very normal thing when you have a circuit like this, where you have to repeat the circuit. So, obviously, there is a strategy. However, at the same time, you'll also see a lot of changes in the leaderboard once we go towards the end. And we just saw the cyclists
Now the
taking a
amateur
U-turn.
27-kilometer category. This is the time for the amateurs to shine and showcase their cycling prowess, to challenge their abilities, and push
हमारी
themselves
फोटो
beyond
तो
their boundaries and be that budding cyclist and be come up in that upcoming races. So now we're going to ask, what is your strategy? What are you going to think, and how is this going to affect?
ठीक है ठीक है doesn't matter.
All right, that was a U-turn, and we also have the girls not far
ठीक से
behind.
repeat.
We must explain a little about the bars that we have in front, where the professionals keep their hands while riding. Amitoj, could you explain a little on the handlebar where they rest their hands?
So in a road race, the position of the rider while riding matters a lot. And these these handlebars, which have a drop proportion, is usually selected by the rider to see what is more comfortable aero for them, and which definitely converts into more energy being uh, pumped for speed to come up. And this is usually a very tedious process. A lot of research, development, and bike fitting is done to have the best of your bars to give you the more comfortable position, or what we usually call in cycling terms as the sweet spot. So that with lower energy, your speed is maximized. And as we can see, the female riders, they are going in a group and strategizing. Whereas if we look at the male riders, we can see bib number 62 uh, in the pole position, trying to hold on to the lead. Uh, However, looking at the fitness and also the list of cyclists that we have, I'm sure he's going to be challenged on his position. Um, and, uh, and now we can see that he's already being challenged by one of the riders. And Roma must tell you, it looks very easy on the screen, but the effort and the speed at which they are going, they must be around 40 kilometers an hour, which is something. It's just a split second decision that you need to take whether to overtake or
We are
not.
gearing out for the
Or
second race of the day, that is amateur 27-kilometer, and this is the time for the amateurs to shine and showcase their cycling prowess. Let's ask the amateur cyclist what is her strategy for today. Hi ma'am, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Rakhi Verma. I'm from Faridabad, and this is my first cycling, and I'm participating in 27 kilometer for the
So
first
what's
time.
your strategy for the very first time?
I'm trying. Definitely try my level best to win, and let's hope for the best. Let the fingers crossed.
So can we, uh, Ramanshu Ganguly,
coming back to the road race, we can see the peloton group going together, strategizing, and looking who would take the lead. Whereas the female counterparts, they are riding at a good speed of 30 plus, and at the same time going inching towards the finish line. And this is the leaderboard, in which now there's this tough competition between number one and number two, and I'm sure this is going to go on till the finish line. And who knows that there three or more cyclists join, and then there's a big competition towards the end on who goes to the pole position, finishes at the pole position.
Yeah, and while the elite and the professionals are racing towards the finish line, and we are, of course, eagerly waiting who does that first. We also must remember we have other categories coming up who are prepping for their ride. We have the amateur road race, and we have not only road race but MTB race as well. MTB is the mountain bike category, which has the thicker wheels. Thicker wheels, so obviously their category is different. Their bike is made for a different speed. We also have the amateur race for 55 kilometers, and of course the green ride. So everybody prepping because their timings are different, and their timings will be starting once these elite finish. Um,
Yeah. So, and HCL again. It's because of HCL that we are looking at the second edition of the cyclothon. And I was talking to a lot of riders in our group and otherwise in Delhi. many of them were looking forward to this race. In for example, for we have the marathons in Delhi. We have one of the known marathons in Delhi where there is a global participation, and this, as we can see, uh, is the marathon equivalent, which is the cyclothon, and something which is being sought after by many riders. I have seen, knowing many riders and their coaches, they have been preparing for this event, waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning on a cold Delhi day in December and January just to be fit and ready for today. That is the HCL Cyclothon. And must say that the credit goes to HCL because they have included sports. They have taken sports as serious, and sports is something which is part of their discussion. It's part of an overall HCL Sports charter because at HCL, the brand is human potential multiplied, and cycling shows the combined efforts of all the participants contributing towards a single goal of sustainable lifestyle and a better environment. With this cyclothon, HCL wants to create a platform for elite and professional cyclists to showcase their talent and inspire and motivate the young generation to take up cycling as a fitness sport.
Absolutely, and as the footage that we see, we see the ladies. Um, don't see them too much in a hurry, though. Probably they know they have still a long way to go, so they are conserving their energy. Nobody wants to get into a drafting position, I guess. Whereas the gentlemen are racing towards their finish line. Um, what we were talking about, that it's you spoke about HCL, but we also have a lot of other people who are partnering, who are behind the scenes of this cyclothon. It's a huge event with 2,500 athletes participating. um, the government supports, it extends beyond the traditional sports to include the niche discipline, promoting exclusivity and diversity in the sporting arena. Whereas it's not so. HCL does support cycling, squash, bridge, football. UP is committed to providing a platform for athletes to showcase their talent and represent the state on a national and international level. um, as we witness the success of events like HCL Cyclothon and the growing enthusiasm for sports across Uttar Pradesh. It's clear that the state government's efforts are paying off. People are getting inspired. The new generation is joining the bandwagon of becoming a better form of themselves. They're fostering a sense of pride and unity among the citizens, among people, getting them into the healthy lifestyle.
From the state of art stadiums to world class training centers, Uttar Pradesh has become a hub for sports development, offering athletes access to top notch facilities and coaching expertise to hone their skills and realize their full potential. But it's not just about infrastructure. The Uttar Pradesh government has also been proactive in organizing sports events, tournaments, and grassroots programs to encourage participation and foster a sporting culture at the grassroots level. The government's support extends beyond traditional sports to include niche disciplines, promoting inclusivity and diversity in the sporting arena. Whether it's cycling, squash, bridge, or football, Uttar Pradesh is committed to providing a platform for athletes to showcase their talent and represent the state on a national and international level. As we witness the success of events like the HCL Cyclothon, and the growing enthusiasm for sports across Uttar Pradesh, it's clear that state government's efforts are paying off, inspiring a new generation of athletes and fostering a sense of pride and unity among citizens. Now, coming back to the event, as we can see, the women peloton advancing towards the U-turn and coming up with their second loop of the track, whereas the male counterparts, they are inching towards the finish line, and we are sure to see a photo finish, and it will be quite interesting to see who will be the leaderboard. And yes, we have seen the U-turn, and now the cyclists are heading back to take the third and the ultimate loop of the event.
And that has started the amateur category, ladies and gentlemen. That's the amateur road race, the third category, which has started. It has flagged off. They're all looking lovely in the blue and the green jersey, the HCL jersey. It's like an ocean of amateur cyclists, and it's so heartwarming to see so many cyclists coming out together. I'm sure they must have been part of the green ride last year. So that's what it's about. It's about a lot of inspiration that you draw from the professionals, the category, the other categories, and there's a lot of prize money going into it. They're also here not only to win. Some of them would just be having a lot of fun. That's what excites me personally about cycling, Amitoj, that every morning one feels like getting up, getting onto the bike, getting your preps, and enjoying the weather. As we all know, Delhi this time is having a colder March, so they must be having a good time. The little breeze, the little nip in the air is enjoyable at this time. The sun isn't still in the beating position right now. It's still very cool and nice. So the professionals are going to have a good time. They'll not be like drained out completely, because weather sometimes can really pull you down. But today is a good day, and we're going to have a lot of winners, a lot of happy faces, a lot of smiles, and a lot of other people getting inspired. That's what makes me happy. And then we have probably the next category, gentlemen dancing to the warm up for the next category is going on. And it's like a marathon, one category after the other. It'll be great to see so many names on the leaderboard. And it's what HCL has done for the sports, not only cycling but squash, bridge, and all the niche sports. The support that they give, that the kind of events they organize, it displays their belief in a healthy lifestyle.
Roma, while the concept of cyclothons is relatively recent in India, it has quickly become a significant part of country's sporting landscape. And look at Noida today. A sea of cyclists are on the road. Sea, huh? Okay. A sea of cyclists are on the road, and although they are amateur, but I'm highly likely to see them uh, in the elite category in the next 1 to 2 years. And I'm sure other cyclists zipping past them on the other side of the road, which will make them uh, the motivated lot.
Absolutely, Amitoj. I totally agree because that's how it works. You initially start as an amateur cyclist, you take it up as a hobby, and then you progress while learning. You pick up so many things, pick up so much of terminology, science behind the sport. I've learned so much from you, and it's always inspired me to go ahead, pick up, a new uh, ladies and gentlemen, is the female category. The ladies progressing towards the finish line. They must have taken their third loop, if I'm not wrong.
Rajesh.
Helping everyone. Can you please tell us what are the problems you're facing, before the race starts?
Majorly, people are less of air basically. We have to feel more of the air pressure. Everybody have less air pressure here. Minor gear tuning is here. People are riding after a long, long time. So when they're coming to ride now this time, so they might have some puncture problem. They might have loosen of chain, loosen of seats. All the things that are happening here. So you can see huge rushes there.
So any particular air pressure like 30, 33, that's what you
Yeah, that's very to very. Like at this bicycle, if you see Cannondale, this got an air pressure of 120 psi also. So moreover,
And we can see all this cycling. What is the problem in that? Is
Was
like the chain thing? Or what is
basically because of HCL, lots of people came out for their cycling. They have dumped their cycling in their houses because HCL Cyclothon they are not riding. So that's
they are,
good. Yeah.
they're riding after a long time, so that you are also
Good
very
initiative.
busy
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
very busy. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, great.
Thank you.
And and just to have that last minute issues sorted. So kudos to the backup team who's working day and night to ensure that the cyclists have the best of their times while cycling in the HCL Cyclothon. The female category, and now we can see that the top five are breaking away from the main group, and we are again likely to see a photo finish. And here we are with the riders getting ready for the green ride, the warm up, and that's a pretty interesting warm up, Roma. We have seen many of these warm up, and we have been part of these warm ups, and it's actually a very big time motivation because stretching along with music is something that is really motivating.
I have always looked forward to the Zumba to begin and Zumba to finish. That's been for all the marathons and cyclothons. Yes, that's ladies and gentlemen. That's the gentleman category. Those are the ladies, and that's the group heading towards the last loop. Um, just to inform the cyclothon history in India, is a tale of passion, perseverance, and a growing culture of fitness and sustainability. Yeah, that's fitness for me. Most of us, if you take the sport as fun, that's what makes you alive and ticking, progressing, getting inspired. Mm, cyclothons, which are cycling marathons or mass cycling events. Mass is what we call it because we have 2,500 cyclists in different categories participating today. The gentleman category. Look at the line, Amitoj. Look at how the first one is trying to break free because he doesn't want to lead, and the others are drafting coolly, nicely behind him.
Yeah, it's actually a straight line. What we used to draw in our maths classes when we were in school, and this is cycling all about. It's like going back to the basics of what we were taught on how to conserve energy, and they have mastered it. And at the same time, you look at the women elite cyclists trying to gauge what is the best strategy, and I'm sure that is going to help them once they approach the finish line.
Yeah, if you compare the two formations, Amitoj, I mean, you would know better. You are the tech guy, but the gentlemen have taken a single line formation, whereas the ladies are also. Oh my God, they've changed. They were into a triangular. Formation. Now, I guess the ones who are leading are not wanting to take the all of them together. As you had said, it's always most grueling for the one who's leading, and the ones who follow get the edge, the help. So probably because they are heading towards the finish line soon, we'll be having some names on the leaderboard. Ones who'd
Yeah.
take the lead and finish on the podium. But yeah, look at them. All of them have the dream of finishing first, and they are giving their best.
And you never know who is going to take the lead or who will finish first, because it's going to be a nail biting finish, I'm sure. Because that is what cycling, and that is what the event gives the motivation to the riders. And as we can see, the women category elite cyclists have taken the U-turn, and now they are heading back uh, towards the end of the second loop. And again, you're going to see a lot of competition and a lot of drafting on this particular section, where you're going to feel some bit of incline and headwind. Because Roma, we have also witnessed it that as the day progresses, the winds become stronger. So that will actually help them when it's the slope, and when they are going towards southeast, they're going to have a very good advantage of the wind. However, things will turn opposite once they are going back towards the finish line. And now we can see the road, the elite male category, and they are now inching towards the finish line, and we are looking forward to a photo finish. And here we are, the MTBs, uh, the ones with that broad tires, those shockers, they are amazing to look. Okay, and MTB is something which I have seen. It's if you ask any Delhiite, it's everyone's friend. MTB is usually the first cycle, and people just fell in love with those cycles, and it's like a forever love, is what I have seen.
Yeah, so cycling started off as as a means of transport, got into a hobby, a recreational mode, and now what I see here today is a race of multiple kind. We have professionals who are on a road bike. We have professionals on, females on the road bike. Then we have some amateurs who I'm sure would make it up to the professional category. Oh, that's a lovely sight. That's some bhaichara, as we call it in our Delhi language. With me types. That's bib number 79 and 89. It was a beautiful sight. Tu mere saath chal. And how things have changed. We picked it up as a hobby. We've also been out for recreational rides, but this is completely a different scenario. Some of them having fun, some having to run for the finish line. And of course, all of them, like Amitoj said, we don't know who finishes first. We have people from all walks of life. Some would be professionals, some would be students, some would be fitness enthusiasts. And some would from all professions. So health is something what they have in common. That's the religion. Being healthy is the religion, ladies and gentlemen, which is what HCL supports. It's been supporting not only cycling. Do I see a confusion in the route? Yeah, the gentlemen are heading towards their finish line. Like I said, we'll have a lot of people, a lot of other professional people who would be joining us. It's a Sunday morning, so those who have joined us now, they for them we are witnessing the HCL Cyclothon 2024, and currently we have multiple categories going on. We have towards the finishing line, about to finish, is the male category, the elite, the professional category, which is 55 kilometers. And we also, both, of course, male and
We have a
female
winner with us. Can she repeat
categories
this
are
time?
going on.
Can you do that?
Yeah, right now I'm doing MTB this time, so I'm just hoping I'll do my best.
Earlier it was road race.
Yeah, I'll get it.
All the best for it.
Thank you.
And look at that sprawling Noida's infrastructure. I think it's a photo. It's actually a picturesque view of the entire cyclothon, and it's something which I'm sure the viewers who are looking, the budding cyclist, they are looking forward to participate in the next event of the HCL Cyclothon. So, Noida and Greater Noida have undergone remarkable transformation in recent years, emerging as hubs of development and progress in the national capital region. From world class infrastructure to lush green spaces, these cities offer a perfect blend of
We saw amateur
modernity and
27-kilometer road race. Now is the time for amateur MTB road race. So can you tell the basic difference between the both races?
Okay, so basically MTB means mountain biking, which is generally on trails and forest trails, mud tracks, jeep tracks. So I think this is a cyclothon. The main motto of this cyclothon is to bring the communities together, to realize people that there are different segments of racing in cycling. So there are different forms of cycling, and not to create any barrier for MTBers for not to come in the race. So basically, you can ride a mountain bike on the road, but you cannot ride a road bike in the trails. So yeah, that's a common platform where both the categories of the riders can come and participate.
So thick tires pose a problem when you're riding on the road?
A bit, they will pose a problem a bit. The road riders will have some form of advantage, but again, this is a cyclothon. You need to bring the community together. That's the main agenda. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mark, just to talk about the riders, we have the infrastructure, which is an inclusive infrastructure. This means that you have the cars, the buses, the trucks, and the cycles on the road. So anyone who wants to cycle usually wakes up early. And early for many is 7 a.m., but for us it's 4 a.m. So imagine I would like to give kudos to these cyclists who have woken up at 4 a.m. on a Sunday, on a relatively colder morning. Look at their motivation. It's quite amazing to see a sea of cyclists all ready, all set to take. And at the same time, kudos to HCL who have organized this an event which is now the most sought after event when it comes to racing or riding on the center of the road, which is practically not possible on other days of the year.
Yeah, and it's not about getting up early today, Amitoj. It's about a lifestyle which cycling has personally given me. Looking at the MTB race today, I remember my days of riding a hybrid. So hybrid, ladies and gentlemen, is a combination: little fat tires and a flat handlebar. That's what a hybrid looks like. It just goes anywhere, everywhere. And that's my favorite one.
Agilus Diagnostics.
If you want to exercise, if you want to maintain your health, ending up in a gym, it's so monotonous. Whereas we cyclists, we have so much fun on the roads, we have so much fun with the friends, looking at new, and not to mention, actually, not to forget, I have seen a different angle, different side of Delhi after becoming a cyclist, places I hadn't seen ever in life. So the category that you are seeing now is they're more fun. MTBs, they just go anywhere. You can go off-roading. You can take it. Oh, that's a tandem bike, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, there were two people riding together. That's what I'm saying. That's the fun part about cycling. And
Yeah, Roma. And, looking at the cyclists, and as you mentioned, that, waking up at 5 a.m., it's a different Delhi. It's a Delhi which now we are so used to that we don't envisage that a Delhi which has traffic sometimes, or in Noida. In fact, I must say that, these cyclists who are above the average of 35 kilometers an hour, over 50 kilometers, imagine they can cross from Noida and go on to the other side of Delhi in just an hour. So look at the stamina of these cyclists.
And Amitoj, I must say, look at the fun. Do you see the scenes changing on the road? The Noida roads, which were blazing, the fire on the tires in the category that we had, the professional race, has suddenly kind of slowed down a little, and the fun element, the masti, the maza has come in. And there you see some green ride people prepping for their ride. That's the warm up going on. That's my favorite. The sports going on. So it's lovely to see the scenes change in Noida.
And Roma, it's not just about the enjoyment on the track, but also the memories that you take home, the selfies, the certificates, and look at that amazing which HCL has given. It's the latest technology jersey. They have incorporated all the elements of dry fit, of ensuring that you can keep your phone with you, you can record that activity and create a memory of a lifetime.
Yes, absolutely. And I totally agree with the pictures. They are lovely memories that you get, and one treasures them for life, because that's what's your journey about, and leave alone the science. I love the color. The vibrant blue is a beautiful one to see on the screen. I'm sure Noida is having a good time today, looking at all the color on the road, all the race, and all the adrenaline showing up. So I would love to know where our the gentlemen finish. Um, of course, one noticeable feature that this year's route, that it's quite smooth as compared to last year. Organizers have taken special care, as you can see in the drone footage. The roads where the cycle track is, the route is, they have been completely emptied. There's no traffic on the roads, making sure that it's a seamless riding experience for not only our professionals, the ladies, and the amateurs, the MTB category, free from all the rough patches or obstacles along the way. Um, and so that it's an uninterrupted experience, not only for the cyclists but also for the spectators, because I'm sure Noida is having a lot of inspiration on the road today. they can also in a race one has to remember, Amitoj, that they have to maintain their speed, they have to maintain their momentum, so we can't have any goof ups on the roads. Throughout the race they need to navigate through steep inclines, sometimes sharp turns, so they need to have clear roads.
Exactly, Roma, and I've also seen it's a mutual relationship between spectators and the riders. The spectators, the way they motivate, the way they cheer, irrespective of who's coming first or who's in the middle, uh, their cheering up definitely motivates the rider. And Roma, looking at the track, one amazing view which obviously only some of them may be enjoying is the view from the buildings. They'll be having that drone view uh, uh, at their disposal. They can have tea and they can enjoy a live event, which is a spectacle to watch when it comes to cycling, and especially when it is the HCL Cyclothon, a premier event. And as we can see, the amateurs, very honestly, they don't look like amateurs. Look at the cyclist, look at the cycles, the gear combination, and the way they are riding. I am sure there will be some who would migrate, or who would, I would say, elevate from the amateur category to the elite category next year, or going forward.
And well, from the look of it, from what I can see, even the amateurs, Amitoj, have a lovely cadence. They are pretty fast with their pedaling, very very smartly. They are coasting when there's a decline, and elaborate a little on the cadence for our viewers, Amitoj. What are cadence, like you taught me? How does that help? What is the average? How about talking about cadence?
Yeah, Roma, it's something which is part of every cyclist analysis, is the total number of rotations, or the pedaling, or the pedals that you do in a minute. So it's like how many times you pedal in a minute is called cadence. So imagine a cyclist who's rotating 50 times a minute to 80 times. What we have usually seen with these cyclists is that on a race day, the cadence is actually between 80 to 110 rounds per minute. That is quite efficient. But something which is mind boggling is that they practice at 200 to 250 rounds per minute. That is where they build their endurance over time, and which you can see is very well reflected in the race. The men's elite race, we are going to see the events in some time, and at the same time, the women elite race is also ended, so we're going to see the timings for that as well. And here we are at the amateur race, who are again going by the line formation, as we usually call. We are again going to see a good photo finish here as well, with the kind of riders. And the best part about the race is that you can see the inclusivity here as well. It's the male and females going together, shoulder to shoulder. I would not say we need to be a bit careful that they don't collide, but yes, that is where they are, shoulder to shoulder, ensuring a photo finish, and you never know who wins here as well.
Absolutely. And look at the drone footage. I love the sight, the angle. You witness the stunning skyline adorned with the architectural marvel, the testament to the city's rapid growth and urbanization. But it's not just the skyscrapers and the concrete jungle. Noida and Greater Noida, as I can see, has a lot of green cover as well. Lot of parks, eco-friendly initiatives. It's a lovely site and the best place, I say, for a cyclothon like this. And of course, not to forget, the support that the cyclothon is getting from the UP government and the police, they have played a pivotal role in making the event like cyclothon possible. Their commitment, ensuring the safety and in such an initiative is truly commendable, and it speaks volumes about their dedication to promoting a healthy and active lifestyle. um,
Yeah,
and
and this year the race route was changed from last year, and it starts and finishes at the iconic Gore City Mall, providing a picturesque backdrop for this thrilling event. And one of the notable features of this year's race route is a smoother road condition compared to the previous edition. Organizers have taken special care to ensure that cyclists can enjoy a seamless riding experience free from any rough patches or obstacle along the way. Another noteworthy aspect is the absence of flyovers along the route, a deliberate decision aimed at ensuring a seamless and uninterrupted experience for both cyclists and spectators. This strategic planning ensures that participants can maintain their momentum throughout the race without having to navigate steep inclines or sharp turns. So it's kudos to the race director and the race team to have actually taken down all these analysis of inclines, turns, uh, and at the same time, the best race. And this year, all thanks to them, we are going to see a lot of records being broken when it comes to HCL Cyclothon, and this will be something which again would motivate the elite cyclists, the amateur road cyclists, and the MTBs to better it out next year.
Oh yes, it'll be lovely to compare the timings of the last year and this year. So we've already seen the elite professional category race. Uh, it's worth noting that the Cycling Federation of India officials are here on the ground, ensuring everything runs smoothly for the professionals as well as the amateurs. And that's the amateur race going on. We have 27103 speaking to himself. That's a wonderful way of motivating yourself, Amitoj. It's a fantastic. Uh, the scene, he's speaking to himself, trying to motivate to make it to the podium. That's it's, and what we see here is a lot of people. It's an effort which has gone by 1,500 people on the ground, from managing race routes to providing support in the professional cyclist. They've left no stone unturned in their pursuit of excellence. And I'm sure these cyclists must be feeling it, and they deserve every bit of it. They've put in a lot of hard work. As you said, Amituj, there's a lot of effort, a lot of planning, monitoring yourself, your data, what you eat. All that goes into the preparation. Whatever we call them amateurs, but they don't definitely are not looking like amateurs. They are absolutely pros. Keeping in count their bike fits, their managing their energy. Some of them have and their hydration. How about talking about hydration, Amitoj? That's an important aspect of being an athlete. You have to be careful, when your body requires salts.
Exactly, Roma. In fact, one of the earlier advices that I used to get, which I took quite seriously, was drink water when you're not thirsty. It's not that when you feel you need to drink while you're cycling, you need to have water, maybe a sip or two every 3 kilometers. That will keep your body hydrated, and at the same time, you would not feel bloated. And this is something most of the elite cyclists practice as well, because for them, well-being or the competition starts not when you're on the saddle, but before. So a good sleep, good hydration, good diet, what you should do when you are cycling, what you should not do, they are taught quite in detail. And being a cyclist, it goes into your blood. So your brain knows when to drink, and your brain knows when to speed up or slow down. This is about cycling. And at the same time, now you can see the green ride participants also getting ready. It's uh, it's it's a 10-kilometer ride, and you're going to see a sea of cyclists enjoying the free roads of Noida. I think it's an envy for many who would be looking on air, on live feed, to just go and be part of this event, and for that matter, right at the center of the road, which every cyclist want to do at some part of their riding.
You're right, absolutely right, Amitoj. When we ride in the morning, we have to be absolutely careful. But here we have the whole road to yourself. You can enjoy the center of the road without any fear. And yes, the green ride is going to be for 10 kilometers, and it's going to be more a fun ride. And a lot of people won't be as great cyclists, but will become, because today they're going to witness a lot of professionals, a lot of amateurs making it up to the podium, and will get inspired to join that category next year. We also have the MTBs, as we can see on the screen. They are the ones with the flat tires. And as we were talking about hydration and diet, Amitoj, it's not only cycling. Generally, athletes, when they compete before a match, before a marathon, one has to hydrate 24 hours before you actually get on to the court or actually get onto the saddle, because your body needs to have all that water, the nutrition, to be able to support this kind of a grueling race. So yes, all this is part of our journey, ladies and gentlemen. Being an athlete, people say is not easy, but I'd say it's absolutely enjoyable, from knowing nothing to knowing so much. Yes, learning never stops, from one category to the other, from a small MTB growing up to be owning a roadie, from understanding your body, when to stop, when to go, when to push, when not to. That's the journey of an athlete. A lot of hiccups come in your way, falls come in your way, a lot of injuries happen, but then athletes never stop. That's the essence of being a sports person, which not only gives you an edge over the others in the sports area, but generally it affects your brain. You know how to fight, you know how to live, how to face challenges in your life. It's even while making decisions in your life, you become fearless, as we call it.
Exactly, Roma. Fearless is actually a word, because that is something which cyclists uh, engrave it in them. When the way they cycle, and apart from being fearless, it's promoting a community level fitness attitude. A lot of cyclists I've seen. It's that they would ride together. They would ensure their co-riders are finishing at the same time, or finishing the ride at the same time. So stopping for anyone, any cyclist on the road, for any help required. So this is about cycling as a community. And uh, and at the same time, it is also the passion, the discussions, and the motivation that you get when you're talking about cycling and taking up cycling. And And also for the viewers who have just joined, uh, this is the HCL Cyclothon 2024, and right now we are at the vibrant city of Noida. I am your host, Amitoj,
And I am Roma.
and we are taking you through this amazing HCL Cyclothon from the bustling Gore City Mall, where the excitement is palpable as cyclists from all walks of life gather to participate in this thrilling event.
And for someone who's joined now, we have multiple categories which are going on. We have the professional road race, which is 55 kilometers, both male and female category. Next, we have the amateur race, which is 27 kilometers. We have amateur MTB, the mountain bike road race, which is 27 kilometers again, which is currently going on. You can see it on your screen. The MTB road race, 27 kilometers. We also have the amateur race for 55 kilometers. And last, but definitely the most fun is going to be the green ride, which is 10 kilometers in the end. And not to forget, we have a lot of people who have joined us for the professional category. We have 150 cyclists who signed up. For the amateur, we have the 770 people who joined. For the amateur MTB, we have 556. And the green ride is being joined by 980. In all, ladies and gentlemen, we have around 2,500 cyclists vis-a-vis 1,300 last year in 2023 HCL Noida edition.
Ruma, that's quite a record. That's quite a number. I think I have never seen uh, these many cyclists in one event. In fact, I would say I have never seen these many cyclists in and around Delhi. And see what HCL Cyclothon has done. They have brought all the best riders of the country at one place, and they are giving their best, showcasing the best, giving the best of experience to the spectators. And also I'm sure many of these uh, panelists and the jury who select the cyclists for India would also be there and looking who can represent the country from this particular event. So, the HCL Cyclothon, which debuted in 2023, in year back, with multi-city cyclothons covering Noida and Chennai, has returned to Noida for the second time. And we can very well say it's bigger and it's better, right? From 1,300 to it's nearly double number of participants. And on this beautiful Sunday morning, the streets of Noida are set to come alive with the spirit of athleticism and camaraderie.
So, thanks to HCL, we are seeing so many people today, so many cyclists today, so much of inspiration on the road. So, HCL has a vision of promoting a healthier society, and thank God for that. Their efforts have helped and touched countless lives of athletes. Last year, as I said, there were 1,300 cyclists. We had great personalities last year. We had Naveen John, a lot of nationals winners. We had a lot of Ironman winners who are participating. We also last year had a cancer survivor who participated. People like me who started late in life, but it's never too late, as they say. People like us also can make to the finish line, but we are sitting behind the mic today. We are privileged, both me and Amitoj, to be addressing all of you in the HCL Cyclothon Noida 2024. We must thank Noida Traffic Police and Noida Police for their seamless support. The entire racetrack, as you can see on our footage, is safe and clear for the cyclothon. And there are more than 1,500 people who've been deployed for uninterrupted cycling experience for are 2,500 people. So a lot goes behind the scene, is what we can see. Now that's that's a scene, that's a drone footage, as you can see. Probably the green ride is about to begin. That's a lot of people. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have weather is perfect today here in Noida. We have not only the elite, the professionals, but also a lot of amateurs racing towards their finish line. They have their different routes, they have their different number of loops to be taken to cover their number of kilometers. But it's a perfect Sunday morning, little chill in the air. Everybody is enjoying the weather and the colorful jerseys they are uh, wearing.
And people from all walks of life are here. What we saw, the young guns who just turned 18 to someone who'd be nearing 60, they're all here and they're enjoying. Just look at those footage. A group of girls having selfies. This is about this is what cycling does it to you. You would never be able to have this kind of a feeling unless you are cycling, and you make a lot of friends also. And it's not just about cycling, it's about friendship, it's about having the morning tea and coffee together on a clear Sunday morning, on a rainy day, sometimes. So this is what cycling teaches you. And the green ride is the perfect example of promoting cycling, of promoting the togetherness of the riders. And as we can see, the amateur race has also ended with the riders now. Some of the riders now crossed the finish line, and some of the riders are inching towards the finish line. So yeah, so overall, Roma, I must say that this track is pretty fast. I never expected this kind of amazing flying cycling happening on the road, with riders crossing 35 kilometers an hour average speed, is something that would definitely be brought to notice to many of these scouts who are looking for riders who can represent the states of the country, and eventually representing India.
Yeah. As we were talking about, the support, I must say, I must tell our viewers that HCL has not only been supporting cycling, but a lot of other sports like bridge, squash, Olympic gold quest. A lot of niche sports are being supported. So it completely displays their belief in a healthy lifestyle. In our country, a lot of sports like cricket and hockey have taken the limelight away. But today, as we can see, the roads are filled with cyclists, and I can't be happier at the sight that I see. HCL has been the source of drawing the attention towards cycling. It's a name which is synonymous to innovation and technology. They've been staunch supporters of sports, commitment to fostering athletic talent, and promoting a healthy lifestyle. As I said, it's commendable what HCL has been doing. Talking about other sports, squash is something that they have done wonders for. In fact, they have partnered with SRFI, that's the Squash Racket Federation of India. And they've supported 6,000 Indian athletes which participated. For some of them, they've been working together with SRFI, HCL, for the HCL Podium program. They provide a lot of support, not only to the senior and the elite, but also some at the grassroots level, with multiple facets of their game and development. HCL has been supporting a lot of um, so that there's someone like me, Amitoj, who needs to stop to have water, but nevertheless, even if you don't finish to the on the podium, it's the enjoyment, it's the fun, it's the vibrance that you see in cycling. It's the zumba that's what excites a lot of people. Let's talk about the warm up and the cool down as essentials of any sport, Amitoj.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly, Roma. Warm up and cool down is not just a simple, I would say, uh, exercise before the event. It's something that helps you avoid injuries, helps you motivate for the next ride as well. So yeah, definitely warm up is something um, which should be a regular habit of even the budding cyclist to avoid injuries, and not to forget the diet and the sleep that we need to undertake. And Roma, coming back to the course, we were there at the course early in the morning on the tarmac, and when we asked some of the bystanders that what is it happening today, I was surprised to see the level of awareness of the people around. Uh, they were like very clear कि यहाँ पे रेस होने वाली है. So that is something again which is a commendable part on Noida as a city, that they have accepted cycling in such a way that it has become an inclusive part of their lives. This particular uh, track also, this particular, you will see a lot of cyclists on Saturdays, Sundays, and enjoying their teas and bread pakoras on the sides of the road. It's actually a festive occasion that we see on a Sunday.
Yes, it's more like a mela, as we said. The drone footage was also looking like a mela. It's like an ocean of cyclists being allowed on an empty road. This must be the green ride getting prepped to leave after the MTB category. So for the ones who've joined us now, we are talking about the HCL Cyclothon 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing multiple categories on the roads of Noida today. So we have the professional elite category. We have the amateur category, both male and female. We have the MTB race, which is currently going on. As you can see on the track, we have a lot of people with the fat tires, and they're slightly thicker tires and flat handlebars. They're mostly the off-roading bikes, slightly slower but far more stable, as they call it. We'll After which we'll have the green ride for 10 kilometers.
Yeah. And Roma, this year the participation is from 23 states. That's practically there's a representation from nearly every part of the country in the HCL Cyclothon race categories. And also, what we have seen is that we have almost doubled the number in the amateur timed race category from last year. That is from 750 riders to 1500 this time. And yeah, the green ride, we will be seeing 50 determined girl students, including 20 NCC cadets from rural areas near Noida, Greater Noida, Ghaziabad, who will be riding in the HCL Cyclothon, the Green Ride. This is supported by HCL and the Uttar Pradesh government. This initiative aims to empower these girls from modest backgrounds. Most of these students are from Kumari Mayawati Girls College, Badalpur, Noida. Participation in such events not only promotes physical well being but also instills confidence and safety. By exposing them to world class events, these girls are equipped with essential life skills, ensuring their holistic development. Through this initiative, HCL and the Uttar Pradesh government are breaking barriers and fostering inclusivity, inspiring a future where every girl has the opportunity to thrive.
Absolutely. And what we just saw on the screen right now was the UP government, the police on a bike trying to give directions to our participants, making sure that they follow the right track. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the amateur.
It's the green red.
No, it's the amateur ride, 55 kilometers coming up, and they are all. That's the flag off. That's the fourth category coming out, and we can see a lot of blue jerseys, very attractive ones. They'll also be. That's the fourth one. And so, cyclothon history in India has been a tale of passion and perseverance, and a growing culture of fitness and sustainability. Cyclothons, which are actually, if you break the word, it's a cycling marathon. It's a mass event. Yes, it's actually a mass event today because it's 2,500 participants on the road today. It's gained immense popularity, as we can make out, because last year HCL Noida edition had around 1,300 participants, which has grown to 2,500 today. And This gained immense popularity in India over the years. It's promoting health, environmental consciousness, and community engagement. Yes, that's a lot of dosti on the roads today of Noida. While the concept of cyclothon is it's kind of new in India, but it's catching up. It's becoming a significant part of our country's sporting landscape. So now it's not only, it's good to see that it's not only cricket and hockey taking the limelight away. A lot of limelight is being given to our cycling as I call it, because being a cyclist myself, I'm honored, and the pleasure that I feel in taking you all through this journey of Cyclothon 2024 being conducted by HCL. I feel immense pleasure and pride because that's my sport, as I call it.
Yeah, Roma. So it's actually my sport, or I would say our sport, and then we just love it. Our body clock is set in such a way that we are up by 4:30 for the ride that starts at 5. So this is what cycling brings you: a healthy lifestyle, and a lot of motivation. And also, Roma, when we ride, we have seen many kids also clapping towards us, which gives a feeling that is worth remembering. You know, and coming back to the race, now we have the amateur race with the people. They're all set to fly on this road with their roadies, and look at that amazing pedaling done by many riders, and see the riders on MTBs, which with the speed that they're going doesn't look like that they are less than 30-35 kilometers an hour. So which is again something, it tells about the fitness of the athletes.
Yeah, and it's good to see so many people out on the roads. As cycling has, initially it used to be a mode of transport, and of course, later became a recreational activity. That's how we started. And today, it's wonderful to see that cyclothon, the concept of cyclothon, it has evolved into a large scale, what a professionally organized event. It started attracting thousands of participants, and not to forget, they're all from different walks of life. Some we'll have one lawyer, one doctor, one, but the only common thing that they have between them is that they are fitness enthusiasts. They can be students, they can be professionals, they can be families, and look at the good time they are having. That's the MTB category, with both males and females together, having a little chit chat and enjoying their ride. Yeah, that's a thumbs up, and that's what we cyclists do. We thoroughly enjoy every morning, every ride that we have with our friends, every cup of tea that we have with each other, and that's what gets us out at 5 a.m. We've changed our lifestyle completely, and that's what you see on the roads today is not only today's ride, but it's a commitment that you make to yourself. It's a change in the lifestyle that you adapt to. uh, Only riding on the race day never helps. There's a lot which goes behind it, right?
Exactly, Roma. So let's take a moment to appreciate their dedication, passion, unwavering commitment to their craft. The road to success may be long and arduous, but the cyclist, every pedal stroke brings them one step closer to their dreams. In the world of cycling, where every ounce of energy counts, proper diet and nourishment plays a critical role in maximizing performance and endurance. So as we have seen the HCL Cyclothon 2024 Noida undergo, let's explore the nutritional strategies adopted by cyclists to fuel their bodies for the demanding race ahead. And we have also seen, many of the cyclists, they carry some small bites when they are going for rides. In fact, many cyclists in the elite category, they have gels with them. So these gels gives you the sudden the required amount of energy in a very quick turnaround time, which helps them sprint when it is most required. So again, this is something which is a very strategic call, and a call which is taken by the coaches and the athletes on when to take and how to take. And look at those uh, entertaining images, footage coming from the Gore City Mall. The green riders getting ready. They've already greened Noida uh, by avoiding a motorized vehicle. Imagine the pollution levels which have gone down significantly on this road. It's actually giving a green feeling to me sitting and watching this live.
Absolutely. And not to forget, when we were talking about the diet, the gels, and the kind of nutrition they carry with themselves. But what's more important is what's going into your body on daily basis. The amount of protein that you're having, the amount of calcium there in your diet, because any sport, Amitoj, as we all know, it takes a toll on your body. You require the kind of strength. You have to strike a very good balance between a warm up, a cool down, a good diet, along with strength training. So I'm sure these pro athletes, or even amateurs for that matter, they must be looking into every aspect before getting into any race. And we can see a lot of people crossing the finish line. and not to forget the apart from diet, very important aspect of any sport or any athletic commitment is taking care of your hydration. Anytime, and hydration, not only during the sport but much before that.
Yeah, Roma. And then look at those images at the finish line. Roma, you may finish first, or you may finish maybe in the first 10 or first 20, and so on and so forth. The the feeling of completing the race, the feeling on the finish line, is something which only an athlete can tell. Uh, and HCL Cyclothon has actually created that stage where the athlete feels motivated of finishing the event, and I would rather say finishing in style.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
Amitoj, also, I'd like to mention last year's both the events that HCL Cyclothon had. We had one in Chennai and we had one in Noida last year. It was not only the top three, but there were a lot of people, the top 10, even there were some categories, top 15 people were given the prizes. Everybody went back happy and content. That was a very good way of motivating not only the professionals but also amateurs. I'm sure a lot of the amateurs have come back as professionals this year, trying to make it to the finish line. And because last year they promoted and they motivated the top 15, so the prize money was quite a lot and prize money was distributed very well. That's what everybody was speaking about for last year, HCL 2023.
exactly, Roma, and we can see more athletes inching towards the finish line, and then look at that competition of who will reach the finish line first. It's like the riders on the MTV sprinting towards the finish line, and then look at those joyous hands and faces of finishing, and definitely this calls for a celebration for the athletes. I'm sure they'll be looking forward to the morning tea and coffee after the ride, and celebrate the day. And also, we like to thank the support, and look at those support staff standing on the road in the sunlight, which is now getting uh, hotter and hotter, to ensure that no rider is gets past thirsty, or when there is an issue when the hydration is most required. Look at those support which the support staff is ensuring for the best times the rider can have in this HCL cyclothon.
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, there are 1,500 people in different, in different positions. Some of them managing the route, some managing the water, some managing the food, some managing the route. So 2,500 people being managed by 1,500 volunteers. People in the blue jerseys holding glasses. Kudos to them. They've been there all morning, and as Amitoj said, soon the heat will pick up, and the green ride for sure will not be as cool as the professional riders. The professional riders had a very good time in the morning with a little nip in the air, cold mornings. They must have finished in absolute, chilled out. But yes, they were on a speed where fire, as it is, was blazing on Noida roads. Now it's the more celebratory ride time. In all, I must say, HCL Cyclothon 2024 in itself is a celebration, celebrating, life, celebrating athleticism, also celebrating dosti yari on the roads. That's what we are seeing. It's the green ride is more going to be the balle balle ride, and the more fun, the more friends. That's what we've been enjoying as cyclists, as the recreational cyclists, as we call ourselves. Both me and Amitoj have cycled together and can totally feel, uh, though we are enjoying taking you through the journey through the cyclothon, but yes, our hearts are there on the road. Wish I had my saddle to sit on and ride with these blue jerseys. What a fantastic experience. These must be the amateurs, 55 kilometers. That's a lady. Oh my God, that's some cadence she's displaying. How about if we take viewers through what is cadence, Amitoj? Why don't you explain?
Yeah, thanks, Roma. So cadence is basically the total number of pedals that you do in a minute. So total number of pedal rounds that you do in a minute. So if I look at the elite category, they were essentially between 80 to 100 rounds per minute, which is a very efficient way of cycling. And what is mind-boggling is that they practice at 200 rounds per minute to ensure that they get the best of results on a race day. Whereas uh, the others, in a more joyful or enjoyment mode, for them cadence really doesn't matter. But as we can see on the feed as well, that it's many of the amateur cyclists have taken this up very seriously, and the way the riders are riding, keeping in mind the cadence, I definitely see a good timings in the amateur category, which would give the elite category, some of the elite category cyclists run for their money, because they're going to see some increased level of competition when next time we meet in Noida, and yeah, maybe in Chennai as well. And again, look at the MTB riders. I have never seen this kind of a race where they are flying on an MTB. That takes some amount of effort to be on that cycle uh, and ride at a speed of 30-35 kilometers an hour. That is a commendable effort, and kudos to the riders who are doing. Also, Roma, I've seen the medical staff. They are literally the unsung heroes of the event. The ambulance is always in picture, and the multiple ambulances have ensured that you need not be scared of anything. It gives a surety that you give your maximum because we are there for you. It's an all inclusive event. Thanks to HCL, they have ensured every nitty gritty when it comes to organizing this event, right from medical support to hydration to the timings, and the overall management, and of course the live feed which we are getting from number of cameras which have been installed just to give the best of experience to the viewers.
Yeah, and it's not only what's being done today. A lot of planning has gone into it even before things started panning out. One of the change or the notable feature of this year's route, I don't know whether you noticed, it's far smoother in condition compared to the previous edition of Noida that we had. Organizers have taken special care to ensure that the cyclists enjoy a seamless riding experience. Now that's somebody who's flying. That's lovely to see a female riding with that kind of energy. It's beautiful. Today's route doesn't have any rough patches or obstacles along the way. Um, Another noteworthy aspect is the absence of flyovers along the route. It's a deliberate decision which has been taken to avoid flyovers, ensuring the seamless and an uninterrupted experience for both cyclists and spectators. This planning ensures that the participants can maintain their momentum throughout the race. As we can see, that one needs to really compete, be give it all that you have. So least we can do is to they can navigate through those steep inclines and sharp turns without any problem. So the route has been managed accordingly. So as you can see, you can compare. These are two style of riding. The one that we saw in the pink was the most fierce one, the more competitive one, and then we see the next shot that we see is the more chilled out, the more green ride, the more fun-loving kind of rider on an MTB. So we can actually categorize the kind of riders also here with the multiple categories of races that we have.
Yeah, Roma, and I was just thinking, on a lighter note, the race director deliberately had not included the flyovers because you never know, the elite cyclists may just take off after taking the flyover.
Yeah.
So we're coming back to the HCL Cyclothon, and we are now seeing many riders now inching towards the finish line, and whereas the other ones are strategizing and maneuvering the tailwinds and the headwinds which will be coming their way, and ensure that they also have a photo finish. Ruma, coming to the green ride, the best part of the green ride is the inclusivity. The number
40 years, and this is a huge number, guys, and this is the impact that we wanted to create through HCL Cyclothon. We want people to pick up cycle, we want people to take to the roads. So guys, let's give a huge round of applause. Let's do a huge cheer for HCL Cyclothon Noida.
So we have Ambuj with us. He is
to cycling. A special mention goes to the 150 policemen and policewomen who will be riding bicycles in the green ride category, setting an example of sustainable mobility and community engagement. Their presence underscored the collaborative effort between law enforcement agencies and the community to promote cycling as a safe and viable mode of transportation.
Yeah, Amitoj, we can't forget. There are some mentions we really need to let the viewers know about. Behind the scenes of an HCL Cyclothon 2024, there's a powerful network of support and collaboration from various partners that we have, each playing, of course, their crucial role in ensuring the success and safety of this huge, humongous event. Well, let's just take a moment to recognize and appreciate their contribution individually. Yeah, government of Uttar Pradesh has done wonders. It's made some lot of efforts. Noida Police and Greater Noida Police, they've given their unwavering support, and coordination has been instrumental in ensuring the smooth conduct of the cyclothon today. I mean, we can easily see it from the footage how roads have been cleared. Their proactive measures in managing traffic, ensuring that everyone is safe, maintaining law and order. It's absolutely mandatory. Creating a safe environment if you want to. Inspire people. Spectators need to be safe. Cyclists need to be safe.
सेशन ये इसलिए है ताकि कल जब आप सोकर उठें आपके पैरों में दर्द ना हो. It's very important.
एमेच्योर राइडर्स ने बहुत बढ़िया डांस किया है अपने फ्लैग ऑफ में जाने से पहले. सो ग्रीन राइडर्स, आप इतना बड़ा काउंट है, आपको तो कुछ दिखाना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे कि आपकी एनर्जी उनसे भी ज़्यादा हाई है. सो जितने भी ग्रीन राइडर्स हैं, प्लीज़ स्टेज के सामने गैदर हो जाएं. और जितने भी अभी नए साइकिलिस्ट अभी अभी एंटर कर रहे हैं ग्रीन राइडर्स, उनसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि अपना बाइक टैग चेक करा लें. कुछ बाइक में प्रॉब्लम है या आपको कुछ लगता है इधर आपको अपनी रेंटेड बाइसिकल को भी कुछ करवाना है उसमें ठीक, तो प्लीज़ गेट दैट डन. The number is huge, as you guys know. So lineup will also take time. So it's better if you guys can, start already getting your bikes checked, helmets on place, and bibs and everything. It'll take a lot of time for us to gather and assemble 1,000 people.
Exactly, Shivangi. We welcome all the cyclists who have joined us in the green ride. And we have
or an example for the others to follow. Because this is HCL, and I'm sure the technology behind it, HCL has taken is leveraging on the technology that they have in smooth flow of the HCL Cyclothon. And now we can see the riders getting ready, and those beautiful pictures, the pre race picture or the pre ride pictures, which is a memory that we take home all the time. And on a lighter note, Roma, we have also seen a pre-ride photograph and a photograph after 100 kilometers. Look at the difference. The tanning that naturally happens, and also the thirst to go another 100 kilometers. So it's sometimes a look that, hey, the ride is not yet over, but we have to be home.
Yeah, absolutely right, Amitoj. And as I remember, I was always scared of the tans and the marks and the grease marks on the legs. But you've always been absolutely motivating, calling them medals, if I remember correctly. The tan lines and the grease lines have always been called as medals as far as we are concerned. We are cyclists, ladies and gentlemen. And our partners and HCL has made today's Sunday morning a spectacular morning. As we can see, we have all people from all walks of life. Bib number 27532. She's having an amazing time with wind she can experience on her face, with a lovely smile. Our partners have been very supportive. We are not just hosting a race, we are creating an experience today with support of all our partners, including HCL. We're celebrating athleticism today, camaraderie and community spirit, as we can clearly see from the footage that we are getting from the streets of Noida. From Cyclothon 2024. We'll just take a moment to applaud each one of them who have got up in the morning and got dressed and excitedly showed up at the start point. Some of them even crossing the finishing line with their hands in the air. That's such a beautiful sight.
Yeah, a sight that they will remember for the rest of their lives. And then the best thing about this particular event is the enthusiasm which is there in the riders. It's like they may say that, look, let's go for another ride after this ride. The motivation behind them is amazing. And then at the same time, the Zumba and the warm up. I really like this Zumba and the warm up. I think we should also include that as part of our daily rides. Uh, from all age group, it's something that will charge them up, and which will make the riders hit the tarmac with the maximum motivation that one can have on a Sunday morning. And talking about HCL Roma, HCL involvement is not just in cycling, but it's also there in squash, bridge, football, Olympic gold quest, which is to ensure that our athletes get the best of training so that they can bring laurels for the country. And about HCL Sports, um, sports is the backbone of many life lessons, such as realizing a true meaning of competition, fair play, and sporting spirit. HCL, as a part of its community initiatives, have taken it upon itself to promote sports and do its bit to inculcate a spirit of sportsmanship in society. In the realm of squash, HCL has been a patron of the sport, sponsoring tournaments, providing training facilities, and nurturing young talent. Their commitment to promote squash as a viable career option has helped India on the global map in this fast paced and dynamic sport. But HCL influence extends beyond the squash court. The company has also been a staunch supporter of bridge, a mind sport that requires strategic thinking and mental agility. Through sponsorships, tournaments, and grassroots initiatives, HCL has played a pivotal role in popularizing bridge and creating opportunities for players to excel at national and international level. And let's not forget HCL partnership with Olympic Gold Quest, a foundation dedicated to supporting India's athletes in the quest of Olympic glory. Through financial assistance, training support, and mentorship program, HCL has been a driving force behind the success stories of many Indian athletes, helping them realize their dreams on the world's biggest sporting stage.
Yes, Amitoj. If we look at the footage right now, we can see multiple athletes crossing the roundabout and going for their next loop. I'm sure this is the 55 kilometer race. You can see on the screen, we have both men and women category going together. And we have women elite race, bib number 143, who's got 13 points. We have Swati Singh on the second position, bib number 131. We have Muskan Gupta, bib number 140 with 8 points. Meenakshi, bib number 30, who has 5 points. Soumya, bib number 118, who got 4 points. Mehek Gupta, bib 148, 1 point. Kaveri Murnal, 124. 0.1. That's how the leaderboard is looking like.
Wow, that's actually a photo finish, I would say. Never thought that it's going to be a topsy turvy, because we were looking at the races that like uh, Gogoi was first in the lead, and she was then third position, fourth position, and but finally she made it to the top of the podium.
That's commendable. Kudos to her. She's made it to the top. Wonderful. And that, as we can see, is the amateur 55 kilometer race. That
And looking at the race, again, it's going to be a nail-biting finish. And look at the formation that you can see from the drone footage. It's like literally a straight line moving from one place to the other, which gives an image which the riders and the viewers would remember for a long time.
Yeah, and it's we might feel that it's only a Sunday morning that all these athletes are on the road. But trust me, for joining a cyclothon like this, in any category for that matter, one needs to be dedicated. One needs to give it, make it your lifestyle. That's what actually counts. As we, if
आज बिल्कुल सब जुम्बा कर रहे हैं साइकिलिंग से पहले सब में जोश देखिए कितना ज्यादा है अपना बिल्कुल रेस के लिए आप पे ये आपकी फर्स्ट राइड है हाउ फीलिंग
Very nice, very nice.
जुम्बा करके आपको जोश आ रहा है ऑलरेडी है ओके आपकी फर्स्ट राइड है आज आपको जोश आ रहा है बिल्कुल आपका हाउ यू फीलिंग कपल आए ओ कपल गोल्स ये कपल गोल्स साइकिलिंग गोल्स couple and cycling goals.
Yes.
Are you all happy cycling together?
Yes.
Okay. This is your second time. आप इनको लेके आए हैं? Okay. सारे बहुत जोश में लग रहे हैं. I think किसी को होश ही नहीं हो रही है. They are all very happy.
Yeah.
Are you all happy?
Yeah. I'm a big dancer.
Big dancer. Dancer in cycling.
Yeah.
Dancer in cycling.
So much.
Okay.
Electrifying moments at the start line. I'm sure the green riders, they are just ready to hit the tarmac and flood the Noida roads with cycles all over the place. It's a moment which I'm sure we are missing while sitting at the commentary box, Roma.
Yes, absolutely. And that is Sanjeev leading the pack. We can make out being. So, this is the amateur race, 55 kilometer. That's Sanjeev Sharma. The PBP, he finished the first Indian, the fastest Indian to finish the PBP. And I'm sure that's Gaurav behind him. And all three of them drafting, going together. That's the one we are seeing right now is the amateur category, 55 kilometer race. And not to forget, we might feel that it's just today's morning, but we know what these gentlemen go through, what kind of training sessions they go through, what kind of knowledge, what kind of efforts they put in, the kind of diet they follow, the exercise regime they follow. It's great to even think about as we immerse ourselves in the world of cycling today morning. Viewers who are not cyclists themselves can also understand. It's fascinating to draw parallels between the lives of cyclists and those working professional. Despite the apparent differences in their pursuits, there are striking similarities that offer valuable insight into the life, work, and pursuit of excellence. Some of them would be professional lawyers, some of them would be working, some of them would be but they have something absolutely common. They are fitness enthusiasts, they are cyclists, we are cyclists. So talk is the most of us are experiencing today.
Exactly, Roma. In fact, it's a good comparison that you have brought out, that how cyclists, many of us in the amateur category, how we take the experience of our working life in cycling and vice versa. And I can tell you that, it has helped both in my professional life as well as my personal life when it comes to cycling. And here you see the NCC cadets that we are talking about. Kudos to the girls. See how smartly they are dressed. See the helmets. They have ensured that cycling is not just something which is a routine. It is a lifestyle, and a lifestyle with sustainability, and at the same time giving a message of safety. They are wearing the helmets. They are wearing shoes and the dress. It's just an amazing sight that we are looking right now. And the best part is that they're going to ride they're going to ride 10 kilometers in the green ride, and I'm sure they're going to be the center of attraction when they hit the tarmac soon.
Absolutely inspiring, Amitoj, looking at the girls. And from our drone footage is again showing our amateur 55-kilometer race, the one I'm looking forward to now. Really want to see who finishes first and takes the podium. At when we see this at the first glance, the life of a cyclist may seem worlds apart from a professional, but trust me, we are all professionals in jerseys. We maybe we're spending our days navigating through winding roads and conquering challenging terrains. Yeah, that's the amateur 55 kilometer category, and it's whooping. I don't know which angle they call themselves amateur. Absolutely pro looking athletes. They must have worked so much on their diet, on their physique, on their health. Um, that's some drafting between those five men that I can recognize is Sanjeev Sharma, and making it, trying to make it to the top five. That's some speed. What do you think would be their average speed, Amitoj?
Roma, I'm sure they must be over 35 kilometers an hour right now, maybe touching 40. Because look at the way they are pedaling. No, as you mentioned rightly, they don't look like amateurs at all. Uh, their cycles, their gears, and also how efficiently, in a very calm way, they are cycling. It's like with a calm mind. Look at those aggression in the legs while they are pedaling. It's simply an amazing uh, footage to see. And again, I'm sure this is going to be a motivation for others. Also, to bring in notice, Roma, let's talk about cycles. There's so many brands and those so many different looking cycles, even in a road bike. And you can tell more about the weight of the cycle. I believe it's something uh, which leave the viewers in some kind of a question or a thinking mode.
Yeah, absolutely. So, getting to know bikes over a period of time has been a very interesting journey in my brain, Amitoj. As I mentioned earlier, I started off on a hybrid with a flat bar, then transitioning into a road bike with drop handles with them, and I saw a lot of different width of the tires. And a lot of cyclists, not to forget, have multiple tires at their place. Depending on the kind of ride they have, they change the tires, the width, and the let's talk a little about how the thickness matters.
Yeah, Roma. So, tires is something which is a very important part, and I would say it's literally the heart and mind. It's a place where the heart and mind of the cycle lies. So, a good tire can literally make you win the race. Cyclists choose the tire after doing a lot of research, and hence we see a lot of differences in the tires which are used by some riders, whereas the others go for a different kind of a tire. And then look at that speed. I think now there must be over 40 kilometers an hour. Um, Navigating through the other cyclist, and the drafting which is right going on right now, it's actually amazing to see. And you're going to see a lot of position shifts between these three riders, and I'm sure they're going to take the uh, uh, going to take the finish down to the wire. You never know who's going to win. And yeah, so Roma, coming back to cycles, I was looking at many of the cycles, and they were weighing less than a weight of a dumbbell. Imagine a 10-kilo dumbbell is equal to a cycle. I could literally pick up a cycle from two fingers, and it was like I was just thinking that whether the cycle is complete in itself or not. But however, got to know that this is what technology brings, that your cycles, some of them are even low as 8 kilos, and whereas the strength, the the cycles, with its strength and with the metallurgy that it has, they are the best in the world.
And I don't want to forget mentioning the lighter the bike, the faster you are, but it all depends on the kind of ride you're going for. Are you on a road? Are you off road? It depends the thickness of the tire, the material, the weight, everything has to be chosen very wisely. And that you get to know only once, you transition from a recreational rider, as we call ourselves, to amateurs. So over a period of time you realize what difference it is. And please elaborate a little on what a carbon bike is, how it is different from the other bikes, and is it being used by our amateurs, 55 kilometer participants?
Yeah, Roma. So, bikes are usually, bikes nowadays come in many, I would say, variants, and at the same time having a different composition, the basic composition. So you have the aluminium bikes, which is not exactly aluminium but a composite aluminium, and then you have carbon fiber bikes.
Right.
So carbon fiber bikes are actually amazing as they look, and they are very light. So a rider usually does his own her own analysis on which bike to buy, whether it's a carbon or aluminium, and it's more of a personal choice. And but at the same time, more than the bike, it's the rider, the fitness of the riders, and the training that goes behind the on goes behind the rides that they do, and also the races that they participate. And look at those amazing scenes at the warm up area at the Gore City Mall, where the Green Riders are just getting ready. The atmosphere is electrifying. Look at those warm up steps, and I'm sure this is going to add amazing sense of uh, pride to ride on this HCL Cyclothon.
Oh, that's a beautiful sight, Amitoj. That was such a vibrant one. It was superb to see the girls enjoy, the cadets as well. That's the warm up they are getting into for the green ride. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 55-kilometer amateur category. And the one you see in blue is last year's winner, Sanjeev Sharma. And it'll be good to know what timing these guys finish, who's the winner, and what time he takes. Because last year's time was 1 hour, 26 minutes, 47 seconds for Sanjeev Sharma, followed by the one who's right behind him is Rohan Sharma, just by a few seconds. He was, he came second, followed by Dheeraj Grover. So it'll be good to know who makes it to the podium this year. But looks like the same three gentlemen are the ones who are leading this year as well. It'll be a great finish, hopefully. And the ones you see here are the female riders of the amateur category, and some from MTB ride as well. So it's all a mixed match. Everybody moving towards their finish line with a smile. Um,
Exactly, Roma. And as you mentioned, Sanjeev and others, it's definitely going to be a nail biting finish. Maybe you will see the gap between the first and second, literally in milliseconds, is what I envisage. And also, Roma, as we have seen in the amateur category, the inclusivity amongst the male and the female riders, and also the participants which are coming from different stages of life. So it also gives us a very a good picture that it's the determination, and let's not forget about determination, that whether it's reaching the finish line of a race or reaching the pinnacle of success in their careers, both cyclists and working professionals exhibit unwavering determination to the pursuit of their dreams. The finish line uh, for the front pack is something that they're looking forward and be at the podium, but for others it's a sense of uh, happiness, a sense of achievement, that yes, they have done it today.
Absolutely right. And just to tell you, 55 kilometers with that kind of speed is not an easy task whatsoever. Though these guys, they put in a lot of effort in their training, but at the end of it, you are actually draining yourself. At the end, it's your brain or your mental strength that makes you cross the line and reach the podium. But again, like I said, physical preparation is just one part of the.
मेरे साथ है एनसीसी की लड़कियां, ये राइड कर रही हैं। आप बिल्कुल कैसा लग रहा है आपको आज यहाँ पे राइड कर? बहुत अच्छा, बहुत ज्यादा, बहुत एक्साइटेड थे यहाँ आने के लिए, हम साइकिल रेस करने के लिए, और वो हम आ गए यहाँ पे आज। कहाँ से आए हैं आप सारे? गाजियाबाद। साइकिलिंग का शौक पहले से था या अभी लगा? ऐसे ही साइकिलिंग करते रहिए, हम सबको साइकिलिंग करनी है, स्पेशली आपको रुकना नहीं है, बस चलते रहना होना चाहिए। Come on. Yes.
Lovely scene from the cadets. They're dancing away to glory, and they are going to have a very good time. And coming back to the race. So it's not only the race day, what you do that day, that matters in the world of cycling, where every ounce of energy counts on a race day like that. A proper diet, proper nutrition plays a critical role in maximizing your performance and your endurance. Let's talk a little about the nutritional strategies which these athletes adopt to fuel their bodies, maybe on the race day or even before on a demanding race day like this.
Yes, Roma. Nutrition is something which is a very, very important and an eminent part of any athlete's program to train. And when it comes to cycling, then you need to have a good amount of protein and carbohydrates so that the energy which is stored in your body uh, is uh, is taken out in a very gradual way. So
हाँ
this
जी,
will
होली का
make you
टाइम है
feel
और
good.
हमारे यहाँ पे साइक्लोथॉन में लगता है होली पहले से ही शुरू हो गई है। आपने तो साइकिलिंग के साथ होली भी खेल ली है। और क्या, वो लगा नहीं रहा था लड़का लड़कियों को, मैंने कहा आप लगा सकते हो। क्या बात है, आप तो बिल्कुल पूरे बिल्कुल रंगीन हो गए हैं, ग्रीन में बिल्कुल पिंक हो गए हैं। आपने भी साथ में होली खेली ली, सारा काम कर लिया।
Absolutely. Happy Holi to all. So happy Holi to all the ABP family and all the Indians. Happy Holi. और cycle with Holi, awesome. मजा आ गया.
आई थिंक ये सबसे बेटर सस्टेनेबल तरीका है, बिल्कुल साइकिलिंग के साथ होली फिट भी रहिए और एंजॉय भी कीजिए।
Yes, fit Holi. Yes, this is our motto. Fit Holi this year. Yeah.
Fit in green Holi.
Yes, fit Holi, green Holi, happy Holi.
Thank you so much. Happy Holi, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so coming back to the race, currently we have HCL Cyclothon 2024, multiple categories going on. We have the amateur 55-kilometer race, which you can see on your screen. And we also have the green ride starting soon. The green ride, where we have cadets participating, a lot of people from different walks of life. Um,
Yes,
so,
Roma, and it's something that many of us are looking forward to the green ride, and at the same time, the amateur 55-kilometer race, and it's actually inching towards a nail biting finish, in which I don't know, we will not be able to uh, uh, even identify who would win towards the end. I think that the last 200-meter sprint may make the winner today from the front pack that is going on.
right. And not to forget, we already have some, some categories which have finished, which are the professional category, which started in the morning. The first thing was for gentlemen and for the ladies, the male and the female category. Post which we had the amateur 27 kilometers, and followed by the MTB 27 kilometers. Currently going on your screen is the amateur category for 55 kilometers. Coming up next would be the green ride, the 10-kilometer ride. Uh, like as we can see, it's a comparatively beautiful morning. The sun has come up though, become a little hot, but morning was quite cool. Riders are loving the ride. Surely the sun has come up now, but as we can see, they are no way looking like amateurs. They're absolutely pros with the kind of bikes they have, with the kind of equipment they have, the kind of knowledge they must be having. They have a proper strategy in place how to go about those 55 kilometers, not draining themselves in the initial loops. And we have spectators. Noida has a lot of people getting inspired today. We'll have lot of, it's like an ocean of cyclists which is spilled on the roads of Noida and Greater Noida. I am quite excited at witnessing, being a cyclist myself, a recreational one though. But I've always looked forward to the rides that I go for. Learned a lot during these 3 years of my journey as a cyclist, and it my heart feels overwhelmed at being, it's a privilege to take you through the Cyclothon 2024, dear viewers. I'm actually waiting to see some sprinting efforts by our amateurs and our professionals, because what excites cyclists most is how someone who was trailing came first. And who out of the top three or the top five made it to the top of the podium. So the leaderboard will soon be reflecting who's doing what. But as of now, we have fun loving amateurs waving at the camera, making sure their pictures are taken. And that's the happiness of being a cyclist.
Exactly, Roma. It's like happiness as well as the professionalism which the riders are showing. And the best thing is that even though they have the entire road at disposal, they are strategizing and they are following a racing line, which also talks about the efforts that they must have put before the race to get the maximum out of it. And one more thing, Roma, although the sun is out and there's the temperature has increased, but thanks to the trees around the Noida's architecture, as well as the environment that they have created, the infrastructure. It's not that the sun is always on you. The trees and also the strategy of the cyclists have ensured that they get the minimum exposure to heat, which will definitely help them in having a good ride, and in most of the cases they'll also be improving their performance on this route, which is actually a route which many cyclists have praised. One, because they don't there is no flyovers. Second, it's a flat tarmac road with cool breeze and a lot of trees, which is the literally the perfect place for a cyclist to give his or her best shot and the best timings.
Yeah, talking about the weather, the route. We all know that different categories are taking different number of loops of the same route. So this particular category, amateur 55 kilometers, how many loops are they taking, Amitoj?
So a 55-kilometer race is essentially divided in three loops. So one loop is of 18 kilometers approximately. So a rider who has to finish this amateur category has to take three loops, and as we stand right now, the riders have already taken two loops, and now they are in process of going through the third loop. So yes, we are going to see a nail biting finish from some time from now, and you never know who's going to take the pole position.
Yeah, and also as we were speaking in the morning, the loop, one side you said was more or less tailwinds and a bit of decline, whereas after the U-turn, you mentioned that it's going to be on their way back. The headwinds would hit them, and also there's going to be a bit of incline, which will make the return of every loop slightly more difficult than the previous one. So how about when the sun has come up? Have things changed? How would things be?
Yeah, Roma. So, as the sun comes out and the area becomes warmer, so it's then the strategy part of the riders come in, that how much water now needs to be taken to be consumed, so that you are not bloated, and most importantly you are not dehydrated. So many cyclists, I have also seen, they are carrying two bottles. So that is again a strategy to ensure that they don't get dehydrated or steamed out as they reach the finish line. And now look at the cycling, the race, which the peloton. Peloton is a group of cyclists that are going together. So you can see a good formation there at the front of the pack, where the cyclists are now looking forward to just take that sprint and break away from the group, which may give them an advantageous position as they inch towards the finish line.
Yeah. So we will, of course, wait for who finishes. Again, talking about the hydration and the water. Also, a lot of it goes in. How you train, how form your regime. So quite a few of them I've heard, Amitoj, were national level cyclists, national level winners. Some of them were Ironmen, and that takes a lot of training. So how does one go about training, and how does one, do they have like coaches who train them?
Yes, Roma, a lot of effort and understanding that goes on the one, what kind of race you want to participate. Whether it's a race where the winner is rewarded, and second are the finisher races like the Ironman. Yeah, but may it be a finisher race or a race to the podium, a lot of effort goes in terms of strategizing your diet plan, your training, and also if you are prone to any injuries. So people hire coaches, and thanks to digital world, many of the coaches are not living in India, but in different parts of the world. So you get the best when it comes to the coaching advice to train for events like HCL Cyclothon.
That's really an eye opener. I mean, coming how people graduate from being a recreational rider to amateur to a pro, how things change, how you have to train. Whatever category you are in, that smile that you can see on your screen, viewers, that HCL Cyclothon 2024 is a big happy mela. Whatever kind of rider you are, all you need to have is a cycle to be part of the mela. You can enjoy yourself in a 10-kilometer ride, or you can participate as a professional in the ride. There are a lot of prizes that HCL is giving away. It's a huge amount which is being given to the toppers. Let's see who makes it to the amateur race, 55 kilometers. This is what you're watching on your screen right now. Cycling has come up lately, but fitness for sure has been part of Delhi and Noida's style. You have a lot of joggers, runners, cyclists who have come out and made this place Noida as worth watching in the mornings. You find a lot of groups. A lot of cycling groups have mushroomed across the country. Even in Noida, you hear a lot of cycling groups. That's one happy lady. She's got her finishing medal, and she's enjoying the music. Now, that's pictures have always been part of our cycling fraternity, as I call it. I can't hold my excitement when all these professional cyclists, the amateur cyclists, they are racing on the roads of Noida for the prize money. Races have begun, some have finished, some are yet to flag off, but the festivity and the celebration continues.
Exactly, Roma. In fact, we were talking about when the jerseys and all the accessories. So it's a very common misunderstanding that people have, that they're not able to recognize us when we are not in lycra, especially the riders who have always seen us in lycra, and we meet them in an, I would say, a non-cycling time. Or a non-cycling gathering, it's sometimes very difficult to identify the ones who were cycling all this while with us. And now getting back onto the racetrack, and now we are seeing again a neck-to-neck riding happening between the participants, and they are giving their best shot to improve their timings and also finish as soon as possible. You can look at the yellow jersey, which reminds me of the Tour de France prized yellow jersey, which is given to the best rider of the entire tournament. And similarly, the HCL jerseys, they're also very vibrant, and something which I would love to keep as part of my jersey collection, which is again a very regular feature in every cyclist's wardrobe. Apart from the best of shirts and the best of suits, we also have a wardrobe of the best of jerseys.
Jerseys, absolutely, totally agree, totally agree. But not to forget, Amitoj, beyond this race, beyond the food and what goes into hydration, there is a lot of people don't think too much about the recovery from a sport, because beyond the grueling training sessions, as we were talking about, beyond the races, lies a crucial aspect of a cyclist or even any athlete's journey. Two things which are very important. One is the recovery that one needs to focus on, and also another is the support system that you have around you. Let's try and talk about the vital role that physiotherapy or the psychological support staff plays in any sport. Let's talk about how physiotherapy can actually help you get out of a injury, because injury is definite happen to any cyclist or any sports person.
Exactly, Roma. As you rightly mentioned, recovering from a ride is one of the prime importance aspect when it comes to riding, and especially when you are riding at a competitive level. So when I say competitive level, it means that you have been riding at 30 kilometers average or 28 kilometers average for a good time. So yes, stretching of shoulders, stretching of legs, stretching of neck. So it's like stretching your entire body in a very systematic way will not only help you in avoiding injuries but also make your riding experience better. Sometimes, like even I used to get questions that if legs are used, then why are you stretching your neck? So, however, one needs to understand, that everything is connected, and because as you can see, the riders riding right now, they have a very unique position. Uh, the unique position which how to hold the hoods of the handlebar, and where to position your arms and where to position your neck. So, and you will be staying in that position for a very prolonged time. So, in order to maintain the speed and the stamina, you have to strengthen. You need not do a very heavy weight training. As you can see, most of the cyclists have a normal shoulders or a narrow shoulders, uh, unlike other athletes and other sporting discipline where they have broad shoulders. This is because you need to be aerodynamic in position, number one, and you need to strengthen uh, your body. It's like inner fitness or inner strength that is required, rather than a big hefty body when it comes to cycling, and primarily more towards road cycling, road biking.
Yeah, and as we can see in the race today, after pushing their bodies to the limit on the road, the cyclists, as Amitod said, need to stretch their bodies, need to relax. You need to have enough recovery time. In fact, physiotherapists or your own stretching regime has plays a very important role in treating the muscle imbalances that they can have, the kind of issues that they can face later after a race. This, being aware about your stretching regime and where exactly you need to do most, because you know your body best. You are the one who can actually save yourself from the risk of the injury. So it's always good to keep learning. Um, uh, Also, these races are not only they it's not only the physical injury, but it's also one needs to unwind mentally after these races. So athletes need to kind of take a day break and think and relax after these races, just to make their riding experience for the next day enjoyable.
Exactly, Roma. And in fact, one of the best thing about the recovery part is the food. that we look forward to. So usually I have a smoothie blend along with some bananas, walnut, and then some hot food. Um, Sometimes I've seen dosa and vada. It's an icing on the cake when it comes to post workout schedule. It may not be the best, but yeah, something which is good to have, and I really love it because for me, cycling um, and the fitness is also something which is associated with food and happiness that we derive out of it. And as now we can see that most of the riders are now taking the U-turn and now inching towards the last section of the race. That is the last 9 kilometers, which will take them to the finish line. Ruma, one thing which I would like to highlight is the effort of the cameramen which are on the bike. It takes really some good amount of effort to one balance on the bike because the cameraman is actually sitting on the opposite direction. Okay,
Right.
so one the coordination and the communication between the rider and the cameraman, and second the cameraman capturing and giving the best of the video footage to the entire world, and third ensuring that they are not getting obstructed or they're not obstructing
The
the
cyclists.
cyclists. So that is something, it's a very uh, a job which requires a lot of practice apart from planning, because you're on the road and you also need to understand the cyclists.
Also, I'm observing Amitoj. I know a bit about it, but all of them have different kind of shoes that they are kind of trying to clip on and clip off while riding. So these are special cycling shoes. How about if we talk about what is the terminology which is used?
Exactly, Roma. So, shoes again, like helmets, gloves, jerseys, they also play a very important role in cycling, and especially when it's competitive cycling. The idea is to uh, have the maximum utilization of energy. So, your energy should channelize when it comes to speed and endurance. So, buying the right shoe is something very important. Many of the amateur cyclists or cyclists which have just started, as you mentioned, recreational cyclists, they can go with their own sports shoes, and which is something which is very common. All the sneakers that they wear, but when it comes to professional cyclists, they have a different kind of pedals and different kind of shoes which are called cleats and road bike shoes, in which the shoe basically gets clipped on to the pedal, and you can only take out the shoe by having a sideways motion, preferably on the outer side, whereas the forward and the backward motion gives the maximum benefit to the while riding to the rider while riding. So again, it's a lot of technology that goes into these shoes, and that helps the rider to recover faster, apart from maintaining high speeds while they are riding. And we have seen in the elite category, everyone had a very unique shoe, again matched to their requirement and matched to the aerodynamics, which these riders are very particular about.
Yeah, it's a lot of science which goes behind cycling, ladies and gentlemen. We might think it's a piece of metal, but the metal has really evolved over these years. We've seen different. We've spoken about different size of tires. We've spoken about multiple shoes. Also, you must be observing in the during the race. There are people who are in different positions. Some people, they like to hold the handlebars from the bottom. Some hold the top of the handlebar. Some use a flat bar, as you can see on the screen. And how does that change the scenario for the winners, or how does that change anything? The word Amitoj was using called aero. So how does one be maximum aero to give yourself that kind of speed that can give you a podium finish, which is what everybody wants today at Cyclothon, HCL Cyclothon 2024. So what's aero, Amitoj? Let's talk a little about it.
Yeah, Roma. So aero is actually the short, or I would say the common term used for aerodynamic. So aerodynamic is basically ensuring that you have minimum wind resistance, and having a lower wind resistance would enhance the speed at which you are riding, and there are a lot many aspects that goes into being aero. One is that you have to have a position which is as per the you have to need to have a position wherein you are more steeper than the normal one. And second, you also need to your fitness level need to be such that you're able to maintain that particular steep angle or acute angle while riding. And third is your body, as I was talking about, that you may not have the most broad shoulders, but shoulders which are narrow or shoulders which are normal, but at the same time they are very strong from when it comes to the muscle, so that you're able to hold that kind of a acute angle position for a longer time. So more acute you are, the more aero you are. And aerodynamic positions are usually uh, required when you're on a road bike, because those bikes are made to have these kind of, although you can have the same level of the same angle on a hybrid on a road bike. However, you will not be able to maintain that kind of a posture for a longer period of time.
So that's one piece of science, dear viewers. It's always good to know, good to learn new things, and that's what makes you a better cyclist every day. Not to forget that all the science and all the data should not take away the happiness that comes to your mind, comes to your brain while you think of your bike. So. Uh, just personally, both me and Amitoj, we are recreational category, as they call it. And we've thoroughly enjoyed every morning ride and all the food and coffee after every ride. Now that's the flag off stage that you're seeing. We have um, the flag off area. That's where probably the green ride is about to start. Green ride with a lot of cadets today. We have maximum number of people in the green ride today. And of course, on the finishing stages will be our amateur ride, which is 55 kilometers. We are eagerly awaiting the results. And the celebration of the winners will soon begin. That's the green ride where it's going to begin. People are prepping for ladies and gentlemen, where you see two riders on one bike. That's called a tandem bike. You must have seen it in some movies, but it's an absolutely enjoyable musty bike. As you can see, our participants are getting themselves clicked on the bike.
And yeah, and as you can see, all focus, the stage is set for the green ride flag off. Ladies and gentlemen, the green ride is again a ride which all the budding cyclists are looking forward to, because that is a ride where there is no holds bar, right from a kid uh, to a senior citizen can participate and have the best of the ride experience, or they can experience the roads of Noida uh, as per their whims and fancies, I would say, because the traffic is blocked and the road is truly available for the cyclists. and and now we are inching towards the start of the green ride. And just to give you a brief about the green ride, I would say the celebrities that we have in the green ride are the celebrities such as the representation from the army, the navy, and the air force, and also the NCC cadets coming from rural areas from Noida, Greater Noida, Ghaziabad, would be who are eagerly waiting for the HCL Cyclothon flag off. Now, why celebrities? Because these girls, they are part of the NCC, and then secondly, they have been uh, working day and night to be part. They have been exercising and gearing up for the big occasion. And these girls mostly are from the Kumari Mayavati Girls College, Badalpur, Noida. And it also, apart from the representation of the from the armed forces and representation from NCC, we have 150 policemen and policewomen who would also be taking part in the green ride. So it's definitely something which have according to us, a lot of celebrities which will be riding with you, and there's a lot to learn from them.
Absolutely. So that's the flag off for the green ride, dear viewers. And like Amitod said, there are 150 policemen, and we have them flagging off from the stage. Policemen and policewomen, they'll be part of the green ride, setting an example of the sustainable mobility and community engagement. Now, that's a sight one should not miss. It's a collaborative effort between law enforcement agencies and the community to promote cycling as safe and viable mode of transportation. Talking about safety, today Noida has blocked traffic for our cyclothon, and I'm feeling so proud and happy saying that the roads are absolutely cleared. We have more than 1,500 people looking into the safe and the smooth cyclothon being conducted. And it's heartwarming to see the rural girls and the cadets taking part, because that's what HCL is all about. So just briefing a little about what HCL is. HCL was founded in 1976. It is India's original IT garage startup. It's the pioneer of modern computing with many firsts to its credit. Though this year, HCL Cyclothon 2024 is the second year for Noida. Yes, last year we had a cyclothon in Noida 2023 with around 1,300 participants. This year, the number has grown up to 2,500. Looking forward to many more cyclothons and the the religion of cycling, as I call it, growing. It's a happy sight. Today, HCL Enterprise has presence across varied sectors and includes technology, healthcare, and talent management solution. It has three companies: HCL Infosystems, Technologies, and HCL Healthcare. And their support to sport is has been the backbone of many life lessons, such as realizing the true meaning of competition, fair play, and sporting spirit. Now, we are not talking only about cycling. HCL has supported many other sports, like squash, like bridge. In the realm of squash, HCL has been a patron of the sport. sponsoring the tournaments, providing training facilities, nurturing young talent. That's what we see here today. Cycling from a recreational activity becoming, and it's not only the professionals which have been invited. Look at the number of green riders today. It's a fantastic sight. It's like an ocean of uh, lovely all age group coming on the road, enjoying themselves. That's what we do, Amitoj, don't we? Our morning rides, our morning coffees, our Mysore cafe. That's what these people are out for today.
Exactly, Roma. It's like you ride to meet, and obviously, and then you meet to ride. So it's like a very mutual thing, and something that a culture has come up in the NCR, Noida, Delhi, Gurgaon. So all these places. So you can see that how well the support is, how people have accepted cycling as a medium to have recreational time, to even take up fitness, because cycle is something that everyone can, irrespective of at what age category and gender the person is. And now, as you can see, now we have, it's like, after all the races, this is a very cool, calm, composed, and an all inclusive ride, the green ride, and which has been flagged off. And you can see the number, it's like never ending, Roma. It's like a sea, literally like a sea, where the participants are just coming.
Fifth and final race of the day. This is the green ride. Green means head go. Anyone can participate, चाहे कोई भी age group हो, And we'll see how is your Josh in this race.
Very high.
Very high. So this is your first 10K ride या फिर पहले भी किया है?
पहली बार कर रहा हूँ.
पहली बार कर रहे हैं. Any specific timeline जो आप सोच के चल रहे हैं?
No idea. Explore करेंगे.
ये तो एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए तैयार है. मिस शुभांगी शर्मा, is this your first ride?
Yeah, this is my first ride.
Any plan? किसी ने कुछ बताया क्या करना है क्या नहीं?
बस हमारे सर ने बोला मेडल जीत के आना.
सर ने बोला तो करना पड़ेगा. सर मेडल ला रहे हैं. सर कितने टाइम में कर रहे हैं?
आगे तभी खड़े.
So good morning, cyclists.
We will win. God group run.
Keep going. This is a race to become fit, because this is a green ride. Anyone can do it. चाहे कोई भी age group हो, senior citizen, बच्चा, छोटा, बड़ा. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep your spirits high. क्या पता इससे you can start doing the amateur race or the professional race someday.
नहीं खाया तो कलर कैसे लगाइए?
And the great drone view where we can see loads of cyclists on the road, which is totally blocked for regular traffic. It's a scene. It's actually an envy for the ones who are sitting and watching, just to be part of the HCL Cyclothon, to enjoy a road which is totally blocked for cyclists. And as you can see, the green riders having the time of their lives on the saddle. So this green ride, it's going to be a 10-kilometer ride. It's going to be a 5-kilometer ride up, and then a 5-kilometer ride back to the start-finish line. That is the Gore City Mall. And Roma, I have seen, the best thing about the green ride is that so many participants and a lot of effort must have gone in reaching the venue. Some must have come in their own cycles from the place. Some must have taken their vehicles. Some in public transport. So again, this talks a lot about the infrastructure that we have and the acceptance that I have seen. Once my cycle had broken down and it could not be fixed despite all.
लेकिन जोश की कोई कमी नहीं है. आपने रेस फिनिश किया. पूरे जोश में और होली भी खेली साथ में. पूरे आपने कौन सी रेस फिनिश करी है? कौन सी वाली रेस खत्म की है आपने?
27 MTV.
पूरे जोश साथ में. होली भी है. चाहे कोई भी जीता हो कोई भी हारा हो, पार्टिसिपेट
vibrant scene. That's actually a celebration. HCL has converted Noida into a complete celebration today morning. It's a Sunday morning, and we've had since we started, we've had multiple categories. We initially started with the professional road race, 55 kilometers, first thing in the morning, followed by amateur road race, which was 27 kilometers. And then came the MTB race, which was 27 kilometers. Currently going on, still hasn't finished, amateur race, 55 kilometers. And the last one, which has just started, is the green ride, the most enjoyable one, the one which is 10 kilometers. What's even better is the dhol and the mazedar Holi kicking in for Delhi. Yes, North India has a very colorful and an enjoyable Holi, which is coming up, and people have used HCL as the right moment or right celebration to begin their Holi with a little bit of painted faces and a bit of color here and there. As it is, we have the roads being painted blue with the jerseys, the beautiful blue and green HCL jerseys which have come. So, so Green Ride currently, not to forget, has different walks of life. People from different walks of life have joined today. We have policemen, we have policewomen, 150 ladies and gentlemen, and setting an example for sustainable mobility and community engagement. We have some rural girls from Noida, Greater Noida, Ghaziabad, people from the forces, Army, Air Force, and Navy. That's incredible. They have joined the ride today, not to flag off, but to pedal their ways for 10 kilometers with everyone around. Why? Because the roads have been emptied for the HCL marathon. A big thanks to Uttar Pradesh government and the police, traffic police, for clearing ways and making it a absolutely safe day, safe ride. And we have the results of the men's elite race. We have Harjeet Jeet Singh, bib number 31 with points 17. Harshveer Singh, second for bib number 59 with 8 points. Dinesh Kumar, bib number 47 with 8 points. Arshad Faridi, bib number 6 with 5 points. Krishna Nayakodi, bib number 46 with 5 points. Hardeep Singh, bib number 11 with 3 points. Pranav Kamble, 63, bib number 63 with 3 points. Sharma Sachin, 19, number bib, with 2 points. Waheed Ahmad, 69, bib number, with 2 points. That was the leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen, the elite, the professionals. The results are out, and congratulations to all the 10 winners. It was an incredible race, and the still going on currently is the amateur 55 kilometer race. Hoping to see the results soon, but what I'm enjoying the sight, the drone view of multiple cyclists of the green ride. That's what's filling our heart out. We have a lot of spectators from Noida clicking pictures, waving their hands at the cyclist. And I'm sure a lot of them are getting inspired, becoming a cyclist, picking up their cycles and coming out on the roads will be the next thing our viewers, our spectators would be doing.
Exactly, Roma. It's the green ride. It's something which when we were there in the morning on the track talking to people, many of them were looking forward to this ride because this gives them a feeling of inclusivity. Because now they also feel that they are part of the same track or the same event where the elites were racing just 2 hours back, and now it's the green riders who are enjoying on this road. And uh, although although this ride is more of a fun ride, but I have also seen a lot of competitive spirit coming, especially from the young riders, because for them this is like first exposure to a cycling event, and an event which they need not be worried about any motorized vehicle. So again, I can see a lot of young guns taking this opportunity to showcase their speeds on the Noida roads.
Yeah, and age is no bar. We have multiple age categories. Even amateurs have different age categories. And what we can see is both in professional and amateur races, we have a lot of common names, Amitoj. A lot of people have come again for the second year. A lot of them are visible on the same track, and they, I'm sure, will be making a mark today, if not last year. Some of them would repeat history, some of them will make a new mark, which is what they are here for. For some, it's making a podium finish which matters. For others, it's a celebration time. For some, just reaching the finishing time in itself will be winning. That's the good part about sports. It gives you the exposure, it gives you the ability to fall, get up without a frown on your face.
Exactly, Roma. You have rightly mentioned the feeling that goes into every cyclist. It's just not about uh, uh, the race or finishing, it's the journey. It's those memorable 10 kilometers that every green rider will cherish, and maybe many of them will may pick up cycling as a regular activity as well. And everything I would give credit to HCL Cyclothon or HCL as a company, because they have there was a thought that they want to do something in sports, and look, here we are, that they have come up with a HCL Sports charter, and HCL Cyclothon is part of the HCL Sports Charter, because the brand's purpose is human potential multiplied. And cycling shows the combined efforts of all the participants contributing towards a single goal of a sustainable lifestyle and a better environment. With this cyclothon, HCL wants to create a platform for elite and professional cyclists to showcase their talent and inspire and motivate the young generation to take up cycling as a fitness sport. To the special segment on the HCL Cyclothon, a prestigious event that embodies the spirit of unity, wellness, and sustainability. The HCL Cyclothon isn't just another cycling race, it's a testament to HCL commitment to fostering human potential and making positive impact on the society. And this is pretty much visible in the footage that we are looking. Look at how the riders are warming up, the community engagement, how through the green ride, many visitors who had taken up cycling just for this event are having a time of their lifetime, and enjoying a cool, breezy um, morning of Noida.
Totally agree, Amitoj. It's heartwarming to see so many cyclists today. Frankly, I have been a part of only one race, which is last year, and um, it was a smaller one on much smaller scale. Though I won it, didn't have too many categories, but didn't know that HCL could have got together so many people. Yes, this is the second year HCL has done it. Last year they had it in Chennai and Noida. The numbers, though, have doubled. The categories have gone up. The prize money for sure has gone up. Last year also, they motivated their participants by awarding cash awards to not only top 3 but top 10, in some categories even 15. That is quite a motivation for every category to jump up to the next category. I'm sure some of the green riders will be seen as amateurs next year, which is the best part about any sport. You keep learning, you keep graduating to the next level, challenging yourself and getting a better version of yourself. Today, we have multiple categories, still waiting for the finish of a few. Results of 2 have already been announced. It was congratulations to all the winners. We are waiting for the amateur and the MTB category, or amateur 55 kilometers, and the MTB category to announce the winners.
Exactly, Roma. And HCL as a company, apart from organizing the races which we are all witnessing, and the Green Ride, they have also done RWA, the Resident Welfare Association engagements to promote cycling in multiple locations in and around Noida, Greater Noida, to involve resident cyclists. So it's not just about HCL is only looking at the cyclothon. With a very broad view, they're also engaging communities to take up cycling as a fitness, as a fitness regime, and something which will definitely benefit the riders in the long run. And as we celebrate the HCL Cyclothon in the vibrant city of Noida, it's also essential to recognize the unwavering support of the Uttar Pradesh government in uplifting sports and promoting a culture of fitness and wellness across the state. Uh, the government in its initiatives in its infrastructure has come up leaps and bounds ahead, and producing one of the finest sports person from the state to the country, and those sports person giving laurels to the country in international events. And also a big thanks to the police, the Uttar Pradesh police, the Uttar Pradesh traffic police, and also the administration to ensure a seamless event taking place literally at the heart of the city, with no complaints, or with the best of benefits and with the best of facilities given to the riders and to the support staff.
Yeah, we can see that from the footage, Amituj. There's a lot of staff on the ground, some taking pictures, some clicking, some taking videos, others ensuring the safety. There are some who are giving the water, some providing food, some showing them the way. Then you can see some medical support as well. We have ambulances stationed just in case anybody requires. We have, even physiotherapists who are there. There are people who are helping participants warm up through Zumba. Multiple cyclists, all kinds, all I would say varieties. Also, there's another thing which was just crossing my mind. I know a little about it already, but how about explaining different kind of bikes to our viewers? They, how about explaining gears? What's a single speed? What's a geared bike? How many? Where all? Let's just take them through the information.
Yeah, that's a good point, Roma, and something which a budding cyclist may like to listen as he or she plans to take up cycling more seriously or go into the amateur or the elite category. So, cycles are usually available in three categories. One is the road bike, which you can see right now on the screen, a bike with drop handle, and the second one is the MTB, the ones which we saw having thicker tires, the broad tires, having shockers. MTB is basically the mountain terrain bike. So the terrain is something. So if you have a mountain terrain bike, you need not worry if there is no road. You can just take it anywhere and everywhere. Uh, that is the MTB. And third one is called the hybrid bike. So hybrid is, as the word suggests, is a mixture, is a combination of a road bike. So you have the suspension of a road bike, and at the same time you the comfort of a MTB. So many companies have all the three bikes, and the riders usually prefer to go and check all these three bikes and finally settle to one. And some of these riders, which are very much enthusiastic, have all the three.
All right.
So that is something which tells about cycling from us. Okay. And when it comes to gears, so one is the single speed gear, which many cycles, as you must have seen, a lot of people in India doing commuting on cycles. So they are the ones which are called single speed bikes. So which single speed means that gears. There's only one gear in the front and back, and then you have geared cycle, wherein you have cassettes in the back. So it's basically you have three gears or two gears in the front, and right from 6 gears to 12 gears at the back. And the chain usually shifts basis the command or basis the shifts that you do on the handle. So it's a technical process which has evolved over time, and it's so simple that anyone who cycles will be able to learn on how to shift gears in literally 10 minutes.
That's incredible. I mean, having so much of variety on the road today. But whatever gear, all you need is a bike, whether it's a single speed, whether it's a flat bar, whether it's a roadie or an MTB. HCL has made categories available for everybody's requirement. If you are a recreational one like me, you can join the green ride, or you can join the amateur. But you can progress to the next one. So viewers and spectators have a wonderful exposure today to the kind of bikes, to the kind of technology, to the kind of riders. They are getting inspired about each and everything. What's most attractive about today's race is the color of the jersey. Everybody looking alike. Everybody might have a different motive today. Some making to the podium, some getting the money, some getting only the enjoyment. That's the motive today. But everybody is out early, explaining how disciplined Noida and Delhi have become. We have a lot of people who are okay to get up in the morning, get out and compete. It's a race that HCL has organized. So kudos to HCL for supporting the purpose of sports and my favorite sport, cycling.
Exactly, Roma. It's a favorite, and it's going to remain favorite. The experience or uh, that enjoyment that we feel when we sit on the saddle in the morning. We see the sunrise quite often, so that is something. Living in Noida, living in Delhi, in Gurgaon, it is something which we cherish every day. I have seen so many photographs of riders posting on social media about the sunrise photograph, which I would say many are still alien to. That how is that possible of waking up at 4 a.m. and riding at 5 a.m. So and now looking at to the race, and look at those skyscrapers, those tall buildings, the infrastructure, and see from where Noida has come. It's like the best of infrastructure when it comes to living, and at the same time the best infrastructure for cycling. We have seen not even a single puncture till now in this entire event.
Yes.
So this gives a very good outlook or an amazing outlook on the quality of road that we have. It's amazing. In fact, many cyclists have
The HCL
praised
Corporation to
the
join us
road,
on
which is
stage, please.
See, Sundar has also cycled 27 kilometer. Rita was there to flag off. And I'll request Mr. V.N. Singh. Mr. V.N. Singh, sir, Assistant Secretary, Cycling Federation of India, to please come on the stage.
I would also request Srimati Sri Lakshmi, IAS, Additional Chief Executive Officer, Greater Noida. Ma'am, please join us on stage for the prize distribution ceremony.
I request all the dignitaries, all the respectable dignitaries, please come on the stage.
We'll request Sundar, Rita ma'am is here, Sundar, to join us on the stage, please. We'll request Mr. V.N. Singh, sir. Any Cycling Federation of India official listening to us? V.N. Singh, sir. Mr. V.N. Singh.
We have Rita ma'am with us.
Ashish, you don't need to catch hold of the Assistant Secretary when we are calling him.
So Rita ma'am is
I would
President
also
Treasury
request-
at HCL.
I have my glass on, buddy. I can see you there.
I would also request ACEO ma'am, Greater Noida, to please join us.
So,
Sundar
if
is
you all
also
can
here.
start clapping while the dignitaries are joining here for the support we got from Gaur City. Thanks to Shilpi, if you're listening, Gaur City Mall and Gaur Group. The kind of support they showed us whenever we were there to open the gate. You know, anytime we wanted any improvisation to happen on in the holding area, the support from Police Department, Traffic Police Department, Greater Noida Authority, and obviously our very own technical partner, Cycling Federation of India team. यार अभी तक देखो जब तक ताली नहीं बजेगी 33 लाख रुपए बटेंगे नहीं. थोड़ा जोश, Noida, come on. So we're gonna start and try. Okay, ऐसा कोई है जिसने पर्सनल बेस्ट टाइमिंग निकाला है आज साइकिलिंग करते हुए? क्या स्पीड थी सर? स्पीड क्या थी? 39. ये फास्टेस्ट है आपकी? MTB 30. I met a road cyclist from Cycling Federation of India who was cycling 51 km per hour when he met with an accident. Anybody who crossed 51 km per hour today? नहीं? चलो अगली बार टेल विंड के साथ करा देंगे. सर नहीं हम तो डिस्टेंस की बात कर रहे थे. Okay, we'll call the professional cyclist first and Alisha, if you can announce the winners, please.
Sure, Abhishek. So the moment we all have been waiting for has arrived. We are going to announce. So we are announcing the winners in the professional 55 kilometer category male first. So our second runner-up in the male professional category for 55 kilometer is Mr. Dinesh Kumar, bib number 47.
Dinesh Kumar, bib number 47. Dinesh.
Can we have you on stage, Mr. Dinesh?
Dinesh Kumar. Mr. Dinesh Kumar, male, second runner-up.
Alisha, would you like to call out the
come
bib
on the
number
stage.
as well?
Music, slow music.
console, yeah. So I would like to invite the first runner-up for professional category 55 kilometers now. So we have bib number 59, Harshveer Singh Sikho.
A huge round of applause for Harshveer.
Harshveer, please join us on stage.
Harshveer, are you there?
Dinesh, the second runner-up. Right, great round of applause for these cyclists from Cycling Federation of India, the professional and elite ones. इसे तो मैं पहले भी बहुत बार मिल चुका हूँ. Aja, congratulations, buddy. Come on the stage. Thank you. We'll wait for Dinesh to come on the dais, please. The first runner-up, Harshveer. And the winner,
Any guesses, guys? Who is the winner in the male 55 kilometers professional category? Any guesses? So we have, our winner is bib number 31, Vishwajit Singh.
Wow, the
Huge round
winner
of
for the
applause,
second
guys.
edition of HCL Cyclothon professional category, Vishwajit. Ashwin, if you can come on the dice, please. And here comes the winner, the runner. Guys, great round of applause for these three champions at HCL Cyclothon. We'll request ma'am to give away the cash prize to Harshveer for the first runner-up. Rupees 1 lakh cash prize. And we'll request ma'am to give a cash prize of 1.2 lakh rupees to the winner. Rita ma'am and ma'am, please. Come on, yaar, taaliyan bajni chahiye, champions hai.
I would request Sundar to please hand over the trophies to the winners.
We'll request Sundar to come and please give away the trophy to our runner-up. Guys, great round of applause.
Come on, guys, there's so
हिम्मत
many
चाहिए
people,
50 से ऊपर
and I
स्पीड में
can't
साइकिल
hear the
चलाने के लिए.
applause.
And the winner for the second edition of professional 55 kilometer category. A group picture, please. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much and congratulations to all the winners once
next-
again. Let's move towards the next category, which is
guys.
the
Thank you.
55-kilometer professional road race, female. And the second runner-up is... Any guesses? Okay, so the second runner-up is bib number 140, Muskan Gupta. Muskan Gupta, are you there?
Muskan, if you can come on stage.
The first runner-up for 55-kilometer professional road race, female, is bib number 131, Swati Singh. I would request Muskan and Swati to please join us on stage. And now, the winner for 55-kilometer professional road race, female, is Chenika Gogoi, 143 bib number. A huge round of applause for all the winners. Guys, please.
We request all the girls to go on the podium, please. Our second runner-up, our first runner-up, and the winner for the second edition of professional category female. Please, on the everyone on the podium, please. We'll request ACO ma'am to give away the cash prize to the second runner-up first. It's a cash prize of rupees 80,000 to the second runner-up. Now a cash prize of rupees 1 lakh to the first runner-up. ताली बजाओ भाई, लखपति हो रहे हैं हम. And now the winner for the second edition of HCL Cyclothon Noida, Shrenika, congratulations. Rita ma'am, sir. We'll request Rita ma'am to give away the trophies to the winner, to the first runner-up first. Ma'am, to the first runner-up. Sorry, second runner-up, Gupta. Muskan Gupta. And now the first runner-up, Swati Singh. And the winner, Chenika Gogoi. A great round of applause for three strong girls. Cyclist cruising through the wind on the flat course of second edition of HCL Cyclothon.
A huge, huge round of applause for the winners and congratulations. Now, after this, we will be starting with the next category prizes, which is 27 kilometer.
Okay, 27 किलोमीटर बड़ी बेसब्री से देखो आंखें देखो इन सब की जब लेग राइस फिनिश कर लिया वी हैड अ स्पेशल ओकेजन दिस टाइम एक बार हैप्पी होली तो हो जाए इतने लोगों ने कलर लगाया है हैप्पी होली नोएडा एंड दिस वाज द सरप्राइज कि इस बार विद मेडल वी थॉट विल रिप्लेस फ्रॉम कोकोनट वाटर टू गुजिया सबने खा ली पेट भर गया आप पैसे देते हैं ना ओके वी गोना अनाउंस द रिजल्ट्स फॉर amateur road race first. Now it's road and hybrid cycle. We're going to announce and call the female cyclist first. The second runner-up, bib number 27027, Rohi Sood. If we can have Rohi Sood on the stage, please.
A huge round of applause for Rohi Sood.
Our first runner-up, bib number 2730. Koi guess? 27304, Aditi Ghai. Aditi, if you can come on the stage, hurry up, please. Can we have Aditi, bib number 27304? On the stage, please. Where is she?
I would like to welcome Mr. Shikhar Malhotra on stage.
And I request the winner for the 27-kilometer amateur road hybrid cycle race, bib number 27117, Ashita Dhawan. Can we have bib number 27117, Ashita, on the stage, please? The first runner-up, Rohi Sood. Sorry, second runner-up. The first runner-up, Aditi. And the winner, bib number 27117, Ashita Dhawan.
I would request VN Singh sir to please give the checks.
Come on, guys. लड़कियों को जब हेलो ताली बजाओ यार अभी तो अभी गुजिया खाइए
I would now request Shikhar to please give away the trophies for the category.
Woo! Wow, congratulations, girls. 3 cheers, and now we'll call the male winners for the 27-kilometer amateur race road hybrid cycles. And the second runner-up, bib number 27209, Siddharth Mohan. Siddharth Mohan, bib number 27209, please come on the stage. Come on, sir, cycle chala rahi, thoda daud lo. The first runner-up, bib number 27085, Saumitra Dwivedi. Bib number 27085, Saumitra Dwivedi. And now the winner for the 27-kilometer road hybrid is bib number 27178, Shivam Mishra. Bib number 27178, Shivam Mishra. Please come on the stage. Is Shivam there on the... Bib number 27178, Shivam Mishra is here. Anybody knows? कोई शिवम का दोस्त? मैं चढ़ जाऊंगा डायस पे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं यार. Shivam? Is that Shivam? 27178, Shivam. Congratulations. We'll request the winners to come on the dais, please. The second runner-up, Siddharth Mohan. A great round of applause for these winners. A first runner-up, Soumitra Dwivedi. And our winner, 27178, Shivam Mishra. Will request the dignitaries to give away the cash prizes.
I would request Rita ma'am to please give away the checks.
So music closer, music, yeah. Second runner-up, ma'am. A cash prize of rupees 30,000. Now a cash prize of rupees 40,000 to the first runner-up, Soumitra Dwivedi. Congratulations, winner. Taaliyan bajate rahiye. Your arms should also do some exercise. And the cash prize of rupees 50,000 to the winner, Shivam Mishra, bib number 27178.
Now I would request Shikhar to please give away the trophies.
The second runner-up, Siddharth Mohan. The first runner-up, Soumitra Dwivedi. And the winner, Shivam Mishra, 27178. Great round of applause to all the winners.
Thank you so much, winners. Congratulations.
Thank you, winners. Now we are going to announce the winners in amateur MTB race for 27 kilometers, guys. I would like to call upon the second runner-up in amateur MTB 27-kilometer race, Mr. Rahil Bhatia, bib number 27740. Please come on stage and join us. Now I would like to call upon the first runner-up in MTB Amateur 27-kilometer race, Mr. Prashant Bisht, bib number 27486. Please join us.
Come on, guys. Great round of applause for these winners.
Mr. Prashant Bisht, please join us on stage. And finally, the winner for amateur MTB 27-kilometer race
is bib number 27508, Avnesh Parekh. A great round of applause to all the winners. We'll request them to go on the podium, please. Second runner-up, Rahil Bhatia. Our first runner-up to go on the dice, please. Rahil, the dice, please. Our first runner-up, Prashant Bisht. And the winner, Avnish Parekh, will request the dignitaries to give away the cash prizes.
I would request Sundar to please hand over the check to the winners.
Cash prize of rupees 30,000. And a 40,000 cash prize to the first runner-up, Prashant Best. And a cash prize of rupees 50,000 to Avnish Parekh.
Now I would request Sri Lakshmi ma'am to please hand over the trophies.
Now guys, let's get ready for the winners in female amateur MTB category for 27 kilometers. So the second runner-up in amateur MTB 27 kilometers is Miss Priyanka Mehta, bib number 27488. Priyanka Mehta, please join us on stage. Our first runner-up in amateur MTB 27 kilometer race category is Hemlata Dhakad. Hemlata, please come on stage and join us. And the winner in amateur 27 kilometer MTB category is Rutika Gaikwad. Bib number 27523, Rutika Gaikwad. Please join us on the stage, all the winners. Let's have some cheer, guys, for the female winners in amateur MTB category for 27 kilometers.
I would request all the winners to please step on the podium and request VN Singh sir to hand over the checks.
We have 30,000 rupees check for the second runner-up. We have a 40,000 rupees cash prize for the first runner-up. And a total of 50,000 rupees check for the winner in female category amateur MTB race.
Now I would request Rita ma'am to please hand over the trophies. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you, dignitaries. I would request that all the winners who are there, please remain here. We will be taking a group picture afterwards. And now, Alicia, shall we move on to the next category of winners? Okay, so I think we still have to wait a little bit more for the 55-kilometer amateur road race. So I would request the winners, if you want to click your selfies and want to post on social media and enjoy the moment that you're having, do not forget to tag us, HCL Sports and HCL Cyclothon, and use the hashtag #ChangeTheGear. Meanwhile, we are getting you the results for the 55-kilometer amateur road race.
Guys, please take your refreshments from the refreshment counters. All the cyclists who are just finishing their ride and coming back from the green category, also cyclists at the back, please take your refreshments. Meanwhile, we will announce the winners in professional amateur 55 kilometers category as well.
उनको हम अनाउंस कर देंगे ऑनलाइन सोशल Ride today. And once again, I welcome all of you to HCL Cyclothon Noida, second edition. And it was great to have all of you. We have more than 2,500 people who took to Greater Noida roads today.
I mean, look at the, I can just see blue jerseys all across, and it looks so beautiful to see all of you together over here. 2,500 cyclists, same day, same venue and cycling. It's amazing.
Exactly, and especially in the green ride category, we had more than 1,000 people participating, which included more than 100 policemen and women cycling along our cyclists. We also had schoolgirls from rural background who were there, and what an image that was of rural women empowerment.
Absolutely, right? What a spectacular, I can see right in front of my eyes, and I hope all the green riders who have come back have taken their refreshments and also collected your medals. Don't forget to show off those medals. Click a picture, click a selfie at our photo booths.
And guys, we are also live on HCLSports.tv. So make sure that your friends and family members are watching you live. They're not missing out the excitement that is here today.
And absolutely not. I think, Alicia, we made sure that even if the family members are not able to accompany their family today, they are able to see and enjoy the same way that people are enjoying at the race course today. So
Also,
all
it's
the
a-
winners, I just wanted to let everybody know, जो भी winners रहे हैं, our team would be asking them for a group picture or a picture. So do cooperate and have a smiling face, show off that trophy and the medal, and get that picture clicked.
And for everyone else, your timing details will be sent on email to you by our team. So for those who were asking and who were curious about it, let me just share that you will receive all the details on email to you from our team. And also there's a request from our photography team.
Okay, we have the 55-kilometer winners, male and female. 55-kilometer male and female.
We would request Mr. Sundar Mahalingam, President Strategy HCL Corporation, to join us on stage. Also, Ms. Preeti Yadav, DCP Gautam Budh Nagar. Ma'am,
So we will announce the female 55-kilometer first. Anyone who knows what their rank is, because it's on net time, obviously it's not the gun time. Any guess? 55-kilometer winners female. इनमें से दो को तो मैं जानता हूँ, पिछले साल भी विनर थी HCL में.
and
और कोई
Abhishek,
guess?
along with the Sundar and Preeti ma'am, we have Rita ma'am also joining us. She is the President Treasury at HCL Corporation. So I would request all the dignitaries to please be back on the stage. जितने भी विनर्स अनाउंस हो चुके हैं 55 किलोमीटर प्रोफेशनल रोड रेस 27 किलोमीटर रोड रेस एमटीबी रोड रेस आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है थोड़ा स्टेज की तरफ आ जाइए आगे हमारे फोटोग्राफर्स को पिक्चर्स क्लिक करनी है आपकी बहुत डिमांड है आप सब फटाफट से आ जाएं स्टेज के सामने आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल द विनर्स फ्रॉम 55 किलोमीटर प्रोफेशनल रोड रेस 27 kilometer road race 27 kilometer MTB road race to please gather in front of the stage. Our photographers would want to click your pictures. So please be here.
So the bib number for the second runner-up, bib number 55564. Bib number 55564. Arpita Khetan, if you can come on the stage. Great round of applause. Arpita is a winner in HCL Cyclothon, third time consecutive. She was winner last year, like one of the winners last year in Noida. She was one of the winners in Chennai. And Arpita, if you can join on the stage, please. The second runner-up, Arpita, bib number 55564. The first runner-up, bib number 55588, Balogun. Bib number 55588. Bib number 55588. Is she here? And we'll request the winner for the second edition of HCL Cyclothon Noida, bib number 55590, Anamika Verma, to come on the stage, please. I'll request bib number 55588, Balogun Ovalabi, to come on the stage. Bib number 55588. In the 55-kilometer amateur female, bib number 55588, first runner-up, Balogun Ovlabi. Okay, we'll request the dignitaries to give away the cash and the check to the winners who are present.
I would
We'll
request Sundar to please hand over the checks.
And Arpita and Anamika to go on the podium, please. Great round of applause for these winners. The second runner-up, Arpita. And our winner, Anamika Verma, 55590.
A huge round of applause, guys. I would now request Preeti ma'am to please hand over the trophies. Congratulations to both the winners.
Abhishek, let's announce the winners in male category.
And now we'd like to call the male winners for 55-kilometer amateur. And again, I'm trying to reconfirm this. And for every edition, the winners in the amateur mass is going to be net time. We can't do gun time in a loop and mass category, right? And I hope cyclists will understand. It's not easy to check the gun time winners. So the second runner-up, bib number 55413, Sanjeev Kumar Sharma.
Congratulations to all the winners. And thank you everybody for coming together for the sole initiative of cycling. And thank you for the cycling spirit, the kind of enthusiasm we have seen, the energy we have seen, and all the people that I can see right now. Thank you so much for coming together.
Shivangi?
Now we are moving on to the highest corporate participation award and the highest cycling group participation award. We will be soon announcing that from which corporate. This year we had a lot of corporate participation, and we are going to announce that from which corporate we had received the most amount of participation and which cycling group has given the most amount of registrations for HCL Cyclothon Noida 2024. I know a lot of people must be waiting for the winners of the age category. So age category winners will be updated on our website and will be informed separately. Today we will not be announcing the age category winners. Okay, guys. I would now request Mr. Rajat Chandolia, AVP and Head of Brand at HCL, to please give away the memento for the highest cycling group participation. And we have received the highest cycling group participation from SWAG, Super Women Athlete Group. Anybody from Super Women Athlete Group over here?
Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a great day at HCL Cyclothon Noida of the second edition. First edition was big, but second was bigger. So many people came here. We saw 5 races, champions crowned, and everyone reaching their goals and being motivated, inspiring. So we will see you next year. Usse pehle there will be 2 more cyclothons this year, but we'll see you next year at Noida, same here. See you, goodbye. I'm your host, Anant Kaur, signing off.